Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody. Sorry for the abrupt in stream. I am such a bonehead and the time forward has messed me up real good. So all right. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I think I cut off my mic. Nope, it says y'all can hear me. So hmm. I gotta fix some things with Starcat first. Thankfully, I jumped in her stream and she let me know that she was actually waiting on me. So, so let me go ahead and reach out to her and pretty much get this set up because this is my first time doing something like this, and I wanted both models to be on screen instead of screen on stream instead of the Fiji. So we're gonna try to figure that out. So I'm gonna go ahead and give her a shout and let her know that I am ready. And yeah, let's get the scuff on the way. All right, so let me go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and mute the. I'm gonna go ahead and mute this so y'all won't hear her until I think we're ready. Well, I don't know. We're gonna do this. Oh wait, y'all can't hear me. So is it muted? What's going on? I don't. Oh, nothing ain't playing. So let me mute this. All right. What up? What up? Cubbery, how you doing? Right now she's about to do show on head content. I'm trying. Let me call her on Discord. Oh no. All right. At least let me change it so y'all can see me. Hello, hello. Oh crap. It's all good. It's all good. People spell my name wrong all the time. All right, let me move myself. Okay. Let me shoot her. Okay, Discord. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm such a bonehead, and this time skip got me all messed up.
I figured that was kind of what happened.
Yeah, because when we talked about it earlier, I was like, okay, so if she's saying PST, that means 8 CST on my time, so we're good. Let me go ahead and try to get some stuff going. And thankfully, something said, hey, go ahead and jump in her stream right quick. And yeah, I'm ready, huh? So let me go ahead and turn back on the audio for chat.
So everyone, this is our friendly neighborhood Spydr-Bro.
Hello, hello, hello. Okay, do you want to do the party thing that's on the V2 Studio where we show
On
both
the
both.
the VTube Studio.
Uh-huh.
I can try and set that up real quick. Hold on. Have you? It's a paid bonus. Have you bought it?
Yeah, Ava has gotten it for me. It was real sweet of her. At first we
Okay.
was doing the Fuji thing, and then she was like, "Hey, you got that?" I was like, She was like, "Let me get it."
All right. Oh, I will need you to message me your Steam friend code.
Okay, let me pull that up right quick. Let me.
If any of you guys need a drink, if any of you guys need a snacko, this is a good time to do it while we go through these technical things to get us all linked up in space like an Elon satellite.
Yep. And same for you guys, chat, because yeah, I'm a bonehead. I should have had called you and said, hey, can we do like a testing and let's see how it is. All right, so let me friends.
Okay, let's see here. Get that over.
Add friends.
Thunder stole my water bottle cap.
All right.
Friend list, view friend list.
And paste. Send.
Perfect. There. All right, you should have a request.
Yep. Accept.
All right. Let's see how quick their list updates. There you are. That's a quick update. Let's go. Hmm.
I'm sorry if you hear that. I just turned on alerts back on my side. So if you hear that that chime, that's my chat letting me know. I might want to turn that off since I'm pretty much going to be back and forth between chats. So let me go ahead and turn that off again.
Okay, that should be your code to get in. That should be your code.
Okay. Let me multiplayer collapse, checking the internet while that's doing that. Dashboard. Seeing friends. Okay, yeah, don't see
So
the message.
my question for you is, how have you survived Ava without becoming vamped?
No, she's actually turned me. She turned my lore is as soon as you spun me into the VTuber world, she accidentally turned me. so
Oh
I am a
no.
so I am a vampire.
Oh no.
So I guess
Oh no.
join.
I'm I'm safe because I'm a cat girl, right? Like you don't want a vampire cat girls or anything.
Actually, in my lore, you're a goddess in this world. So my divine, basically, you gave me divine blood, and that's what kind of accidentally got her to transfer me. Because when she bit me, she didn't expect my blood to taste so good, so she bit a little too hard, which woke me up and scared her, and that's what made her release the vampire blood into me. So that's how I got turned.
Oh no.
So basically, my blood tastes like blood orange because I'm related to you.
Orange blood. Orange blood for orange cat.
Yep. And she was like, "Wait, oh my god, the blood tastes good." And yep, bit a little too hard, and because usually her bites don't hurt, but in that instant, it hurt. All right, chat notification. Let's go ahead and turn that off. That way, that won't be pinging all the time. And I do not know how to drop this. Do I say return? Okay, I don't see you on because usually when we do that, I can see you.
Yeah, you should be able to go in there and then find me on there.
Oh, I need the
And then
password. And okay,
yes, I sent you the password,
okay,
the spider word.
password. And I guess the nickname would be Star. Yeah, I forgot how to do.
The
I'm new
password
to
should be
this stuff.
easy.
Okay, let me go back to Discord. All right.
So you're a radioactive spider, or you were bit by a radioactive spider, and you're a vampire.
Mm, yes. Well, no, not in this universe. This universe, I am human. Before I was able to get bit, I was transferred to the VTuber world, through you, and so instead of being bit by a spider, I was bit by Ava, which makes me a vampire. But I use magic to do spider, like web sling and all that stuff in that universe.
Okay.
So I'm still a Spydr-Bro, but in a different way.
So
And why
wait,
is
When I was driving the road down the street and Izakai truck con, and I heard that thud thud, that was me Izakaiing you into being
No,
a VTuber.
no, you didn't. You didn't hit me with Trump cut, so you might have had accidentally hit somebody else.
Uh oh. For
Yeah.
insurance purposes, I do not recall going thud thud over somebody with Izakai truck gun.
All right.
Templar, welcome.
So now, how do I control you? Do I just
Evo, thank
grab
you for
your?
the follow.
Do I just grab your name and drag you out, or because I still don't see you on it?
So it takes a minute to load once you're connected.
Oh, okay.
Let me here. Yep, I do see you're connected. It takes a minute to load.
Okay. Well,
Because what it has to do is we have to upload our models to each other.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Yeah, I see.
Okay, now I can hide there.
Yeah, I need to start playing.
Yeah, I don't know what your background looks like. Hold on. One thing I would love for Twitch to have is like a pre-stream environment.
Mm-hmm.
Where you can get all of these things worked out a little bit easier.
Okay, so there I go. So I'm on your stream. You're still loading up on my end. So, do we do the knock feature on the Twitch, or
we can? I'm just trying to see what your screen looks like. I know where I'm standing on your screen.
Okay. You haven't popped up on mine yet. It's still downloading.
It takes a bit. This model's got a bit to it.
Oh, and yeah, my ISP is all over the place. One time is super reliable, and then other times it likes to be a little off. But that's what happens when your apartment complex decides to say, "Hey, let's make a contract with the ISP," and then the ISP said, "Yes, guaranteed money." So we don't have to really do what we need to do to make sure your stuff works properly.
Templar, I'm having a good day. We're just chilling. Got Spydr-Bro here. He wants to talk about relationship stuff.
Yep, I saw your post, and that's been going off back and forth here lately. And I saw your post, and I was like, "Yeah, that's super interesting. I need to, pull you aside and talk, and let's have a conversation about that because I am trying to do like a yapping stream, chill content for my chatters and anybody alike. Just sit down and chat. It was with other VTuber streamers or even chat themselves. So that's something I'm trying to do. And this is like episode 2. Episode 1 was just out of nowhere. Wanted a chatter wanted to talk. Des Optimist. He was like, "Hey, bro, you want to get together and like do a stream?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I was like, "Yeah, I like this. This is super fun. So let's continue to do this." So I seen your post and I was like, "Okay, yeah, let's go."
Here, SPY.
So it's still saying download on my. It says you download, but it's me. It has it on me.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I'm still downloading. But I see you on your computer. So
yeah, and you should have an invite in your box to share chat.
Okay. Yeah. Let's get started.
And start sharing chat.
Allow microphone. So do I allow the microphone or just keep that silent?
Just mute both of them because we're moving our sound through Discord.
Okay, I have it go to the wrong mic, and I'll just allow it.
There you go.
Sweet. There. Yep. You're on my end. Starting in the left drag your model with a front collab.
Meow.
Themselves. All right.
Oh yeah, I saw Remy. Chatting on your screen. You're in your Be Right Back screen right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I didn't want to accidentally expose anything. So do I hit return? Would that mess anything up if I hit
return? Return should be fine. Return should be fine.
All right, there you go.
Because that just puts you in the back in the normal environment.
Okay. So
and then basically, I control where I am. You control where you are. I don't know what your screen looks like, so I can adjust my backgrounds accordingly.
Okay. Right now I just brought it up. We can go ahead and drop this. Oh no, I can't drop it, so I gotta actually keep it up. And I can go ahead and just bring my monitor. That way, there's a background. So, everybody, welcome in Starcat. Here she is.
I think you're taller than me, or we're about the same size. I'm like
Yeah.
4'10".
You're 4'10".
I'm 4'10".
I'm
At least here.
I'm 5'11", so
You're
I would.
5'11". Oh geez, I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna be down here.
5'11", 5, but either I round it up or just say 5'11". It's either I'm 6 foot or just right at 5'11", because who's gonna say 5'11", 5 all the time? All right, so let me make sure this is good on that.
What do you think?
Oh yeah,
Campground? Campground? There you go. We can chill at the campground.
and boom, there we go. So we can go ahead and lower it just like
Oh,
that. All right. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah, I saw your post about the relationship thing, and let's see, I
mhm.
want to bring it up on this screen because I don't want to accidentally show something naughty on my main post. So let me switch to my alt account.
Yeah, it's been kind of unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of friends that are male in my life,
Yeah.
and a lot of them are single. Like a lot of them are single.
Mm-hmm.
And after talking to them, it's not that what's a good way? They're scared.
Yeah.
But like I know guys don't like to say they're scared, but they're scared. They're scared to talk to girls. And it's not because they're nervous to talk to girls over like, is she going to reject me? It's a nervous of, is she going to report me? Is she going to nuke me on socials? Is she going to do
Mm-hmm.
all of these things?
Yeah. And that's
And yeah.
the thing that I try to talk to my friend girls on, because a lot of them when they ask us, because I'm single as well, and I don't necessarily have that fear. It is on the back of my mind. My thing is, I'm trying to get myself ready, because the next time I want to get in a relationship, I really want it to be the last relationship, because I want to get married. I want to get on with my life, pop out some mini me's, and grow old, raise them. The life. But what I did used to talk about relationships, because I do have a lot of friend girls, and I have a lot of friend girls that are single as well, and they asked the question as well. It's like, hey, why you guys are not dating and this that? And I was like, well, there is the era of Me Too. We're in a post partum on that, and then there's multiple other things like for instance, let me drop this and actually bring this up.
If I may, real quick, while you're working on that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I have you ever worked with a telephone?
Me? No.
Yeah, yeah. Dial pad on a telephone. There's a little hashtag symbol.
Yeah.
Well, that hashtag symbol is actually called the pound sign.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah,
And
yeah.
I worked in telecom industry. So the hashtag Me Too movement about women being abused was ironically also the pound Me Too movement,
nature in every other creature.
I love YouTube's
which was
autoplay.
the exact opposite of what they intended.
Mm.
Yeah, if you worked in telecom and you heard hashtag Me Too, you were just shaking your head. You were just shaking your head like, no, why did you choose that? Of all things to choose. Of all things to choose.
People didn't know. Sorry, the sun is really glaring in my face right now. So sorry.
Uh-oh.
Oh God. I did not think
You're on the back of the building.
Yeah.
You're down the hall and around a corner right now.
I have to slink away. All right, keep that door open. All right.
Just bro, welcome.
All right, I'm back. Oh my God, the sun was literally
Welcome back.
in my face. I was back. Now I'm back. But pound me. Oh, now I see what you're saying. Pound me too. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's funny.
Think about that. Think about that. It's supposed to be the hashtag Me Too about women, like, that have been abused and stuff.
Yeah.
And they picked something without realizing it when they made that was literally pound Me Too. It was so bad. It was so bad because I worked in telecom and I was like, no, girlies, no, you need to not use this. And once something blows up on social media, there's no stopping it.
Yeah,
There's no telling people you did wrong.
Yeah, it's a train. It's a freight train that with no brakes. It's like once it starts, it is hard to stop. It is gone, and by time you get everybody. Are y'all going camping?
Yeah, we're going camping. On my screen, I put the campground background.
Oh, okay. So on my background, it's just my wallpaper of Silverveil. But yeah. So it's once this trend takes off, and once everybody's on board, because it's one of those situations to where who's really going to argue against that? We at the end of the day, we do want to protect women. We do want women to come out if they're being abused, either verbally, mentally, or physically. We want men who are doing this, who are POSs. I don't know if I can really cuss on your stream. Thank you, Maximus Metal. We do want these dudes to be held accountable for what they're doing. However, just like the feminist movement, just like the red pill MGTOW movement, once it starts off as a good thing, you get opportunists who jumps in, and unfortunately they're allowed. They either have a platform, or they're just the squeakiest wheel, so now they take over, and it goes from something positive that leads to now everybody's just catching strays. And that's what had happened. We had a lot of females that came out and just started saying, oh, well, this happened, or that's happened. Like, I remember the commercial of a woman saying that a woman yelling at her was rape. A woman that, mind you, this is outside, broad daylight, conversation, and a woman just, and this was a woman, I said woman yelling at another woman, and that woman turned around and said that was rape. And it was like, what? And so women has been brainwashed into thinking maybe they had a bad sexual experience, maybe the guy didn't perform right, or maybe she wasn't in the mood and the guy begged, and something like that. Or they've been brainwashed to say either a negative sexual experience, or you can revoke consent to sex hours, days, weeks, years later. And now, who was it? I don't know how you feel about Tectone in that situation. But what happened with Tectone and Pinky, his ex-wife went back to her and told her, oh no, all those things Tectone did to you, even though Pinky said originally they was all consensual, she never had a problem. She went back to a brainwasher and said, oh no, it wasn't consent. And now we in the situation and look, I don't know if you're for or against Tectone. I'm just using that as an example because he's a big name everybody know. Or Amber Heard, that's the biggest one. Amber Heard went back and said a whole bunch of stuff, and she was part of the Me Too movement, and that's what really hurt, because Johnny Depp was somebody, even though yes, he did have his problems, he was somebody who was innocent in that situation. And unfortunately, because of that, now Me Too has been tarnished, because we had a lot of false flags, we had a lot of innocent men go to jail, and courts, prison, all that costs money. A lot of dudes ain't got that,
all of it.
So Johnny Depp was lucky he was paid, and he had to fight for a defamation case. And mind you, in other countries,
sorry,
they they sided with Amber and not him, which strengthened the negative view of him in America, because they said, wait, if they agree with Amber, so how are they wrong?
So on this topic, when I was very, very young, 5-6 years old, behind my mom's back, one of her boyfriends trafficked me for drugs.
Oh my God.
For about 2 years. And so I very much know the difference between something that very much shouldn't happen and somebody, bumping up against you or whatnot, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And I have had former friends when I was in high school sign up for groups that look for athletes to essentially get together with and have a kid, because oh, they're in the minors, they might make the majors.
Yeah.
If you know the Trevor Bauer situation, he had a bunch of accusers come out,
Yeah.
and then after the fact in court, it turns out that one was trying to press him for money and extortion, and trying to say she had an abortion and was pregnant when she never did.
Yeah.
And then the other one, had a whole bunch of texts that were sent back and forth that were shown that it was essentially entrapment. And the poor guy, professional athlete, he lost like $100-ish million or more of a contract with the Dodgers because he got kicked out of the Major League Baseball league over the whole situation. And he proved in court it was false allegations, but he's still not back in because they're worried about the PR side of bringing him back in over it still. Yeah. So even though he was able to prove that he didn't do anything wrong, he's still out his career basically. And then there's other groups out there. My husband's former military, and there's a lot of stories that go around on this, but there are actually groups out there of women trying to get together with service members to get pregnant so they can essentially get lifetime benefits.
Yep.
And, so guys being scummy, girls being scummy, it's not exclusive. There are bad people on both sides of the fence here. But that's a minority, right? That's a minority. It's a small group of people that set a negative stereotype that give a large majority a bad name. And that's causing like conflict on both sides and fear on both sides because each side is like, these 3% of men have been violent and aggressive. These 3% of women have been, entrapment and other traps. Now both sides are scared because of the risk from either direction. So now it's like no contacto and both sides are getting lonely.
And then we have both feminism and red pill not helping because the few that are thinking about trying to date or trying to do this, they getting red pilled. For the men's side, we're getting red pilled in MGTOW telling them a bunch of foolishness, which I hate for a lot of these guys because a lot of these guys are coming out to be as scummy as the women that they protest against. And then you have feminism, same thing. A lot of these women telling women to watch out for this, watch out for that. Meanwhile, it turns out that they are scummy as well. So it's a whole bunch of things that's just it's basically we've been fed a lie. Everybody's been brainwashed, and now everything is just it's a war zone out here. And I try to tell people if you are dating somebody, as long as y'all not chasing each other around with a butcher knife, work it out. If y'all having arguments, work it out. As long as it's not no cheating and stuff like that. If it's cheating, then by all means, break up and do what you do. But if it's just simple arguments, if it's simple disagreements, if y'all spend more time with each other, that's good, then fix it, work on it, talk to each other, do what y'all got to do. Go to like couples counseling. Get therapy because. It's not pretty out here. These streets is not fun. As a single man myself, looking for my right lady, it's a war zone out here. You got to go through a lot, and because I even fell back and it's like, okay, well, how about I just focus on maybe just getting my life back together.
Well, for me and hubby, it was kind of interesting. I wasn't really looking. He wasn't really looking. We became good friends where we're talking and talking and talking.
Yeah.
And we met in a little game called EVE Online. I liked blowing up ships. He liked mining and making ships. So it was a match made in heaven. But one day I got hurt at work and I had to have a surgery. And I fell and I hit my head. We had been planning to meet up at some point anyway as friends.
Yeah.
And he decided to drive like 8-10 hours down to where I lived, and he helped take care of me for 2 weeks.
Nice.
After I had the surgery. Like I fell and I hit my head on the wall. I had this big old bruise, and he took care of me. And I'll say I
Definitely.
was nervous at first, but when I opened the door and he was there, the second I heard his voice, I was like friend. I was like
Nice.
friend. And then we were playing games, we were watching movies, he was introducing me to anime.
Hmm.
Those 2 weeks were absolutely amazing. And when he had to go home, I was so sad. Like we were chatting on like voice calls and video calls. I'd fall asleep talking to him at night
Hmm.
because I still had really long hours at my job as well.
Yeah.
We couldn't stand being apart, and he moved in,
Nice.
and like 5 months later, we were married.
Nice.
And
That's what's
that
up.
was seven. That was seven on its way to 8 years ago.
Oh, so
And
y'all made it past the 7 year mark. Nice.
yeah. We've been it's amazing. And the other thing is, I live in protective isolation on oxygen. I have a condition called dysautonomia, and it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of meds, it's a lot of medical treatments, it's a lot of care, it's a lot of stress. He had to watch me fight sepsis for over a year,
Oh my God.
and he's still here,
Yeah, because
and
most
he's still
people,
here. He's absolutely amazing for that.
yeah, because most people, a lot of people want that type of fantasy. Want that type of because movies does really romanticize that, and people don't know like how serious and how you know daunting somebody with disabilities can be, especially with depending on what type. So it takes a lot of strength to be there for your partner and help. And some people they think that they can do that, and then they're there and they walk away, they run away. Is so W to your husband for that, because man, you're going to wonder off. I hope
Have a
he
good rest of your day, Remy.
all right, have a good rest of your day. And oh yeah, thank you for the
So,
follow, Scarlett. Sorry, it was a serious topic. I didn't want to interrupt and be like, hey, thank you for the.
so, a lot of people that get severe conditions like cancer, a lot of those relationships actually break up over the stress, even after
Hmm.
the person's been cured, or whatnot. And
Funny thing, I've seen a video of that, a woman breaking up with her boyfriend after he essentially he did that. He took care of her when she was going through her cancer, and she
mhm.
broke up with him and said that she deserved better. I can find that video too if you want to see that. But yeah, that was
I've seen
crazy.
some like that. Yeah, it's they put their heart and soul into caring for the person, and then as soon as they're better, the other person nopes out.
Which
It's
is
just like,
crazy. But go ahead.
but
You saying?
with a long distance relationship, which has become extremely common
Mm-hmm.
with online spaces, right? It
Yeah.
be it in the same country. I know a lot of people that try and hook up between different countries and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
The hard part is at some point one of the two has to give up everything,
Mm-hmm.
their comfort zone, the friends they know, being close
Yeah.
to their family. They have to give up literally everything and go to the other person.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of long distance relationships fail, is because not it is very hard to find somebody that's willing to give up everything
Yeah.
to go that long distance.
Yeah. And then it's
Like
scary too.
online relationships may feel good, but the number that actually work out is extremely low.
Because like you said earlier, people you have to pretty much give up on everything on a hunch, and because perfect example, Nanis, when she met Husbanus, both met on Call of Duty, and which Nanis, I don't know how she does it, but it's so freaking funny because when you first meet her, you would think that she's a dude because she's such a tomboy, and that's what her husband thought she was. So they played games together, and they found out that oh man, we make such a badass team. So they just started Discord. I think they chatted through Discord or whatnot, and then eventually they started sharing memes, pictures, and then he found out, oh wait, you're a girl. And then they started
It's like a
dating.
surprise.
Surprise! Like women on the internet does exist. Oh no! So
You
they
got to
started.
build that friendship first.
And that's what they did. And then eventually, and she said exactly what you said. She gave up like a lot, and sometimes she kind of it's in the back of her head. It's like she regrets it because there's certain things that she's dealing with that I'm kind of not gonna say because that's for her to say. But there's some what
Mhm.
you just said that floats through her head. But she gave up everything to immigrate down here to United States, and she's happy because she met the man of her life. She loves him. She says every time we talk about husbandess because Nanus, if you're hearing this, we're gonna steal husbandess away for you just so you wait. She always says how lucky she is to have met him, and she's 100%. If she had to do it again, she would do it over tenfold. Like she would not change anything of that relationship, and she's perfectly happy. So there are situations to where long distances does help. I mean, does work. It's mainly communication, trust, communication. I think Rev and Straub, they're when they first got together, their relationship was long distance, and I think Rev drove six 12 or 16 hours to meet Straub, and
Oh wow.
ever since,
Yeah.
yeah, and same thing like you said when she opened the door and saw him, she was like, "Yep, he's the one."
Mhm.
So it can work. It's just a lot of people are not taught and not to go off of what is it where you do it instantly. They don't delay the satisfaction, delayed satisfaction.
Yeah.
I can't.
Be friends for 6 months, a year first. Have
It's
all that compatibility.
impulsive. That's what I mean. A lot of
Mhm.
people are now
Impulsive,
able.
instant gratification,
hmm and they're not
all the
trained
quick
to delay
stuff.
that and wait and like you say, be friends first. Let's see if we're a perfect match. Let's hang out. Let's do this. Let's do that. And then sometimes even with that, people get scared
Hubby.
because what's up, hubby? That people get scared with that, and I don't want to ruin this friendship, so I don't want to ask. So
Uh
that
oh.
that's the thing that happens too. I'm trying to find a different background for my. Uh oh, she became a head again.
Ooh 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 ooh
and
ooh
this
ooh ooh.
and this commercial is brought to you by Starcat. I'm hoping to catch you while you still eating
Hubby did a redeem.
head.
Hubby
Oh,
did a redeem. Mhm.
nice. Um,
It's one I have fun with.
nice. I need to figure out how
Oh
to
my
do that with
goodness.
my model.
So I have a Stream Deck, and you can program
Oh,
in positioning um, hotkeys in the Stream
oh,
Deck.
okay.
You can make the hotkeys, and you can do it to your keypad,
Mm-hmm.
like your num keypad, and you can set it for that too. But
Mm.
it's like your 5 button could be your center of the screen, your 8 button could be your Let's Play position, and then like the corners and whatnot. It's
Yeah.
just a matter of setting up the macros.
Okay.
So I can be over here. I can be over here. I can be over here.
Nice.
Up here. I could be up here and blap. Mm, 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 mm.
nice. And look at that beautiful model too. That's such a cute model.
Nah, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So this is the Twin Tails customizable model.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah, my model is
Technically an Iron
customizable.
Mouse model sister.
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice. That's what's up. Like how many models did Iron Mouse have? Like 50 to 100?
Oh, she has a lot of models. She's getting them done constantly, but
Mm-hmm.
she has so much of a following she can afford it.
Oh yeah, because
She,
these models ain't cheap.
mm-mm.
Especially as
So
one as detailed as
the model
yours.
I'm using,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this would probably be a $20,000, $30,000 model with all the options, the clothing, the hair changes, everything. But
Mm-hmm.
because it's a customizable model, anybody can buy it for
Mm-hmm.
it's like $139, I think, right now.
Nice.
And
there's
you just have fun and go ham.
Nice. So, as
So,
you hear,
I do have another model.
You can show if you want.
Okay, one sec. It might mess things up in clap, but I'll give it a shot.
Okay. I might freeze
Because
my
you're
model.
gonna have to re-download it.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do the back to. Oh, I could just do this. Oh no, let's go to back soon screen.
I have to.
Just in case. I don't want to reveal anything.
There you go. I'll fix.
Sure you want to. So do I have to open it again or?
It should take a second, just automatically download.
Oh, okay.
It just takes a minute.
Okay.
I have big feet.
So I'm trying to find my YouTube is acting stupid. Let's see. I'm trying to find a specific video. That way people don't see. I mean, people love my Silver Veil background, but when we having a serious topic, like especially one like this, is like, why does he has that background of Silver Veil? Okay, I'm trying to find my downloads.
I mean, how serious a topic? Like, do I have to go ham?
You can if you want to. It don't matter to me.
How ham?
Oh, you can go ahead as ham if you want. I'm the type of person I don't care as long as it don't break TOS. I don't care. So if you want to go as ham as you want, by all means, I'm that open. I really don't care when it comes to because don't get me wrong, I do want VTubing and YouTubing to be my let's just do.
I can see you're still downloading. It takes a minute.
Okay.
That's why most people don't model swap in the middle of these.
It's especially with my internet. Let me see. All right, since I played it on my phone, it should be history. I just hate it because it's not indefinite, so I have to pay attention to make sure a crazy video don't play. So history. Boom. I wonder where is the because Odu had it. It was showing.
Storm is blapping. Storm is blapping.
Oh no, Starcat is gonna raid the pantry. Oh no, I forgot about my pantry. I left it open. No.
Wait, pantry. Hold on. We're going for it.
All right, let's go ahead and do this. This background. Nice. Let me increase the Let me increase that. That way everybody can see your guns.
Got a small country you need invaded?
Oh yeah. We can go ahead and invade Krashovo. And no, not Krashovo. We can go ahead and invade Pixelland. That is nice.
This is the outfit I should put on every time I raid out.
Nice.
It would be a thing.
No, that's cool.
But
I like it. The military got the bazooka. No, the grenade launchers, not the bazookas. The grenade launchers.
So I got standard helmet. I've got medical helmet for when I'm a medic.
Mm-hmm.
And then the weapons are a toggle.
Nice.
And the vest is a toggle too. Here, I'll zoom in big. I'll zoom in. See, it's the Starcat and VTube.
Nice.
And then I've got my hubby's division patch from when he was in.
Eagles, let's go.
Yeah, Screaming Eagles. Screaming Eagles. Cool. And the best part is, it's just one of multiple outfits I have.
Oh, nice.
So I got my dress outfit. And I've got my original outfit.
That's crazy on how y'all could just swap like that. Oh my god. That is cool.
Yours, you can do it too. It's a matter of getting on a hotkey.
Oh yeah, I can do that. It's just I got to program and set it up. Oh yeah, I can change the house. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's cool. I'm gonna do that. All right.
So the other thing about us talking about girls acting bad around guys.
Yeah.
Um, tickle, 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 tickle.
And it's funny too because I'm actually is ticklish right there.
Tickle, 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 tickle.
I exposed the secret.
Tickle, 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 tickle.
My future wife, don't you dare.
Oh, we will tell her. Chat, when he gets married, spill the beans. Let her know he's ticklish. He will be doomed.
No.
He will be doomed. You know, when you get married, your wife will belong to chat, right? It's just like my hubby belongs to chat.
Yep.
Jigs, welcome.
See, that's what I was
Welcome, welcome.
that's what I was scared of. Nope, don't play. How do I go back to the other one?
Yeah, see, I don't have a hubby. Chat and I have a hubby. I've been told them's the rules.
What up, Jigs? How you doing, man? Yep, that's what everybody's a VTuber. And once you become a VTuber, once you get a girlfriend and chat loves them, that is not your girlfriend. It is our girlfriend. It's our wife.
Yeah, it belongs to chat now.
You
Belongs to chat now.
Yeah, so Nana say that all the time. We be never had that happen with the rules. Oh yeah, once we find out about the partner and once we like them, they belong to us now. It is not your husband. It's not your partner. It's our partner, comrade. Oh god.
Oh, goose.
So yeah, this. Oh no. Just think about it right now. I was like, oh, by the way, Spider Lady, did you know Spydr-Bro English? Chat, you mother.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay, but before dang, I forgot our place. I can do this. See, I can derail the conversation. I know we were talking about something like it's super serious, and then we can go to something fun, and then be like, wait, where were we?
About traveling distances to get together and being friends and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Maximus Miller. Yep, our husbandess. Yeah, tell him our husbandess. My partner is his own. We are never claimed. You say that now, but you already admit you have a partner, so he's ours now, Scarlet.
Oh no.
He is not your partner. He is our partner.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
But no, that's just the type of fun though. Because I do want to encourage more VTubers to. They've been over a year, so good luck with that. But that's the thing I want to normalize with VTubers is like you can be as long as you don't do the whole parasocial thing with your chat, you can be open about your relationship. You know, Kirsha does that. You, Darlin Straub and Rev, Ananus, Kirsha, she's just open period about, you know, if she's looking for a man or not. And your chat, what is it, Smug Alana, a lot of your chat would actually encourage and try to find a man for you. It's just with Kirsha, you got to watch out because if she actually likes the guy and call him cute, then the gay beam takes into effect and oh no, he's gay.
Oh no.
The Kirsha gay curse. Also, right click the video and you can click loop on the video for it to loop automatically. For real? Right click.
Yeah.
Scarlet.
Yeah, you can.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You didn't know that?
No. I barely do this.
Oh no.
Especially when I started VTubing and stream. Like when I first became a YouTuber, it was mainly to because I collect anime figurines and I just did videos. I never thought to become a streamer. I have like tested out and you know building and I was that one person that goes off of and thank you for letting me know about my volume, Jess. I'm the type of person I was impulsive and I didn't train myself to have that delayed gratification. So when I did stream a few times and stream to absolutely zero people, I was like, damn, this sucks. Damn, tough audience. So yeah, I just go back to posting videos. Thank you. But then the more videos I've posted, of course, I've gained an audience with my figurines, and they said, "Hey, start streaming," and I started streaming, and I so far so good. I love it. You know, it's fun playing video games. It's fun, especially because now I'm so busy that really the only time I can play video games is while I'm streaming.
Mhm.
Anytime else, I'm either at my job trying to get overtime at that, or I'm Ubering, or or what else? Either I'm Ubering, working at my job, or I'm trying to catch up on what I need to catch up, like making thumbnails, clips, and I'm taking forever on that. Like I've even stopped doing my unboxing videos, and I was planning on coming back, but it takes so much time from writing the script, getting the right lighting, because I still got the lights, I got the lights, I got the camera, I got everything. It's just it takes so much time that I don't have right now, because so I've been questioning to bring back the review figurines, or just simply unbox them and just do like shorts, because that's much easier. I don't have to worry about the script. I could just open the box, record, piece it together, make sure the beat slaps, and upload. But I take real pride in my work, so I don't want to just. I kind of don't want to take the easy way out. However, it's like, I don't got the time or the energy. So I got like a mountain of figurines behind me that's still yet to be unboxed. So it's sad, but yeah,
Giant pile of figures.
yes, still in the box on top of the massive collection I do have. So be warning, chat, if you become a collector, it's expensive, and once it never ends with one or two. There will be more. It will consume you.
Collecting is like Lay's potato chips. You always want more.
Yes, yes, and then especially once your favorite character, waifu, husbando release, and then maybe they release them in a suit, a bunny outfit, or they have a badass pose of them. You like yes, 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 yes,
And,
then
and you need two. You need two. One to pull out of the box and one to save.
Some yeah, some has. I think I had gotten 2 figures at one point, but I usually give those away. Actually, funny story. I was moving from one of my apartments, and Crunchyroll had messed up my address because I sent them an email saying like, "Hey, can you fix my address for these figures?" And they never fixed it. So I still, thank God, nobody moved into that apartment for the longest. So I was still able to get those figures. But I sent like an angry email to Crunchyroll saying, "Hey, you guys that keep sending my figures to the wrong ones, a wrong apartment, they might get lost." So they panicked and sent me the same figures again. So I had like maybe 10 figures, like roughly just shy of $1,000 worth of extra figures I had, and I was gonna
Oh
do a
wow.
giveaway, but I never got a chance to set that up. I tried doing a giveaway with Stellar Blade, and that was a train wreck. So I was like, I'm gonna do this with the figures. And I even got a PO box and all that, but I never got a chance to. So I just started giving them out to friends. Like if I see that you're interested in figures, I just give them to you. And I still got I think 3 more. One of them is Angels. And I think I got 2 more after that to give away. But then yes. All right. See you later, Jess. Thank you for coming through. Have fun.
Bye, Jess. Bye bye. Bye bye bye.
But yep, that's my background on. Well, like honestly, thank you, and again, thank you, because I never thought I'd be a YouTuber as well. I thought I was just gonna be a streamer. So becoming a VTuber is definitely a great experience. It's definitely fun. I'm definitely gonna try to give me a different model and all that stuff. So it's awesome, and I have so many people. I feel as though that I'm actually Spider-Man with the Spider-Man and Venom. I don't know if you guys seen that the Spider-Man the animated series, but towards the end of the OP, when Venom and Spider-Man is tugging for Peter Parker, I feel it. I feel that because I have Ava saying, "Hey, go with my artist." I have Dutch Matrix.
Oh, you
Thank
okay?
you for the follow. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you heard that, but I had somebody just follow me.
Oh,
Echo Voice
nice.
88. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. So yeah, I had that. Yeah, that happened. I was like, oh, I don't know if you guys heard that, or I don't know how Streamlabs work when it comes to audio on our end, but I think you didn't hear it. It was only for me.
No, no. You hear your audio. I hear my audio. We only hear our voices back and forth right now.
Oh,
Echo,
okay.
welcome. Hi, Echo. Hi, hi.
Hello, hello.
Lego,
Thank you
Lego,
again for
Lego.
the follow, Echo. So, yep, that's me so far, and I'm still working on because I know I told you about the demo video I'm gonna do. I got the script ready. I gave it to Ava. She liked it. So I'll go ahead and send it to you and see if you like it, and then I'll go ahead and start voicing it because I've been procrastinating on that as well.
Hello.
So I changed it up a little bit because I know you said it was sad. I was like, no, I don't want you to feel sad. But now I see why, because you thought you hit me with truck. No, no, the truck hunt. Okay, I guess why you're changing. Um, so basically, how my lore goes before I voice it. Basically, I'm running late for work. You know your typical story. And on my way to work, I'm running, and I see a kid playing with like a little ball. And of course, the situation happened. The kid drops the ball, and it goes in the street. And you know, one of the first things you learn, because most of my job has been driving jobs, but they
Mhm.
reinforce it at every job that you go to. If you see a foreign object suddenly goes into the road, especially a ball, slam the brakes. So that's what happens. A ball goes into the middle of the road, kid flies right behind it, and there goes truck hun. And
Oh no.
I see it, and I react, and I push the kid out of the way, and I get hit. Well,
Hi, Ruby.
what's up, Ruby? You travel between the VTuber world and the real world. So you're a goddess in that world, but you know you have your pastime doing cat things or orange cat things in our world. So that kid was a part of your family or the family that adopted you. So you thank me for saving him by sending me to the VTuber world, and through that, I gained some of your abilities or some of your powers because you're a goddess.
Ah,
And when I spun in next to Ava. She either dropped her extra paint of blood or forgot to pack it, and that's why she bit me because she didn't have no blood. She was on an adventure, needed blood, didn't have it. Boom, I spun. She thanked the gods for spunning me, bites into me to drain me, and she was supposed to bite and run. Like
oh.
bite and run. You're not gonna know unless you look in the mirror and see two holes in your neck. But because my blood
Uh-oh.
tastes like blood orange, she bit harder, and that's what woke me up to spook her and change me. Now that I think about it, I kind of want to do a model, a human version, because me having blue eyes and silver hair, that's the vampire side of me, not the.
I, I,
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to be careful around Eva.
Yeah, if she notices, if she smells it, she's gonna go. But yep, that's my
So
lore so
that's
far.
why she went after me so hard on Lockdown Protocol. It was a fun game.
Yeah, I caused a lot of trouble. I caused a lot of trouble for Ava. Part of the stick is I'm in debt in the world too, so I must slay the dragon to pay my bills. So I'm not a hero by choice because I'm a hero because obligated by my debt. And Ava pretty much she pays for my debt, but now I'm her servant. So I'm her familiar. I'm a vampire servant, and now I definitely got to pay her because yeah, I hurt her savings account. What I
Oh
did.
no.
I
Oh
was trying to be a
no.
hero. I was trying to be a hero, but because I don't know how to control my powers through you, I blew up a couple of buildings by mistake. I killed the villain, but I caused a lot of collateral damage.
It might be because of this outfit. Might be because of this outfit.
Yep. That was the outfit. I caused a lot of. It was actually explosion magic. I should have learned from Mega Mean.
See, I can cast Stool Explosion.
See, I didn't know that, and I just said explosion and kaboom.
Explosion! Thud, 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 thud.
Oh yeah.
M32 is my friend.
Abraham Isaac, what's up? What's up? Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow over on Kick. So yep, that's my lore.
I'm so my lore is that I was my sick real me, and I met Izakai Truck Hun.
Uh-oh.
And I woke up as a VTuber.
Nice.
I actually have an Izakai journal that is almost 90 pages now, though half of it is artwork. And I've been through like 4 respiratory infections since November.
Oh,
so I haven't done as many entries as I would like, but I'm gonna get started on them again soon. But yeah, it is like 90 pages.
That's awesome. And see, I had an original story of myself of, and I had got 25 pages in. I remember, I think, and when I first got my MacBook Air, I transferred because I had Windows that I was doing, and I transferred it to what's up, Abraham Isaac. I transferred it to my Mac, and for whatever reason, my Mac didn't like it, and it just deleted. It hard deleted my story. I was so devastated because I've had many people go and check. Like once I got like a few pages in, I go back. Because now we got AI to do the grammar and all that stuff and change everything for you. But back then you didn't have that, so you had to go by whatever the computer says. Like, hey, this grammar messed up, or you had to take it and go somewhere else. Have somebody else review it and tell you what to change, and that's what I did. So I did all that work just for it to get sniped. And yeah, I was devastated. I was like, yeah, I don't think.
There you go. Google Docky Droppy. Don't worry, it's not a bad one. It's just the story. It's just I was struggling originally when I did it. I would put the post. Only if you want to.
Yeah, I'll post it. Let me go through our chat because it looks different over here on, I guess, on our end, on the collab end. Oh, chat. Here we go. Google Docky.
But originally I was trying to post it on X, and then each entry I would do like a chain post and just keep chaining and chaining and chaining and chaining. But the way X works, it started showing them to everyone out of order.
Oh.
And then you can't change them if you make a simple mistake, if it's in the chain, if it's not the original post. So I tried to do it on Discord, and people didn't want to join a Discord just to read it. So I was struggling for the longest time, and I was like, Google Docky.
Yep. So yeah, and I have it on screen too, so just in case, if you want me to scroll down, or I have it on the main Starcat Tail Chaser, the artwork, which is super beautiful, right?
Oh, okay.
And that's the one I think I asked you if I could use on that one. That's the one. So yeah,
I'm not actually set up on my screen to bring it up. So those my stream. I'm sorry, I'm not set up to bring up web pages. But if you do click into it and want to look at it real quick, we can talk you through it. So the opening artwork on this is done by Nova Y Studio. They're an amazing art studio. Almost all of their artwork comes with commercial permissions, but it's YCH art, which turns some people off. Basically, they come up with a very beautiful, polished base, and then they turn your character into the character that's there. So it makes it cheaper, but you get much higher quality artwork for what you're paying into it. Okay. So this is a beautiful piece done by them. I have had a ton of artwork done by them. I love them to death. Nice, but you know, it's just me out there on a swing having fun being my cat girl self.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and then basically, so essentially what I've done through the story is you have a page of story, you have a piece of art. You have a page of story, you have a piece of art. So it's a little over 90 pages apparently, but it's story art back and forth. So it's like a light novel almost, I guess you could say.
Yeah, no, I love stuff like this because I hate just straight reading. I love seeing pictures as though I read. So that's why mainly when I do read, I go to comic books or manga. rather than just regular books, because it's like I got to see what's happening. I got to see what the characters look like, because my brain has been so fried on my imaginations. So I have to see it. So if you was to like to release this would be perfect for me. And I'm just scrolling through some
Yes.
of it. I'm on page 10. Oh, yeah, 10 right now. Is when the art. I guess something had hit your dress and you're looking kind of mad. Yeah, because you're wiping it up.
Oh yeah, the slimes. The slimes. I discovered slimes.
It's always slimes.
So the artist that did the sketches, her name is Opsaki, and I came to her and I'm like, "Hi, I need 17 pieces of art."
And that was part of the face she made on page 14.
That's the face Opsaki made right there. That's the face Opsaki made when I said, I need 17 sketches, please. She's actually working on 10 more right now, believe it or not.
Oh God. Hey.
Yeah, her sketch prices are really good. But she has a lot of work on her table. Mostly my fault.
But no, that's what a lot of artists want, though. You know, you got that one customer that slapped the money on the table and be like, "Hey, can you do this for me?" And it's like at first they're like, and then they go through it. So no, she's very good. We have an artist in my group that I'm in, the Pirate X group, Iron Tiger, and I don't know if you've seen his post, but they're essentially taking the word "chud" back. Well, we're not.
I've seen those.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what he's currently working on as well, and his art is beautiful as well. So far, so good. It's definitely going to be something that I can't wait when he posts the finished work. So far, it looks real good. You love her art style. The pencil work is really well as well. Yeah, it is. Like this is super.
And these are quick sketches for her too. She makes these very quick.
Nice.
But yeah, I had her do 17. Which obviously isn't enough for some. So some of them get recycled a little bit. But so initially I was trying to do 4 entries per week. Basically each stream day I was doing an entry. But when I started to get sick and got busier with streaming stuff, it got really hard. It got really hard to keep up with that. So it's turned into about 2 entries a week is my goal. But I've been sick for a couple months. Yeah. So once I get this next batch of artwork, I'm going to start into the story again. And it'll be Mondays and Fridays is my goal. Nice. And so 2 a week. And then when it gets to about 250, 300 pages, I might actually go to somebody to have it polished and put together as like volume 1.
Nice. That would be amazing. I would definitely buy one. Are you gonna have the are you gonna keep the artwork the same, or are you gonna have them colored in?
Yeah. Okay. It'll be the same artwork. It'll be the same artwork. But the really nice thing about this is it's not done like a normal story dictation. It's a journal. So each entry is a perspective or recounting of what's happening during the day, or when I'm able to get a break and write in the journal when things are going on. And if there's certain conditions going on, I'll note like I'm etching this on a stone wall or things like that. Because I do get kidnapped at one point, and I etch my story on the stone wall while imprisoned. So, yeah, it goes a little wild. Kodiak is actually in this.
Nice.
Yeah, Kodiak's in there.
Nice. He's actually in our group too. Kodiak. He also, people who don't know, Kodiak main account has been suspended. It's currently under review. Hopefully he gets it back. But just in case, God forbid, knock on wood, he don't follow his second account. I can go ahead and try to bring that up.
Yeah. He needs to be careful because he on his second account that he's not supposed to have, he linked the email stating that he's not allowed to have alternate accounts, which could hurt his case.
Yeah, because they could count that as ban evading. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I won't show it on screen because I don't want to help the council mob keep him out. So, but just know, while his if you can find it, please follow that and keep him support, and hopefully he gets the account back. So yeah, it's because I hate what's going on, and everything when it comes to relationships, and then the whole VTuber sphere
Mm.
where now you have to pick a side, and you have to, and instead of just me raging on my games and you being an orange Starcat chasing your tail,
Orange cat. Yeah.
and we have to give our opinion on current thing, and it can't be our opinion. It has to be the right opinion. Say the line as Shoe on Head has mentioned.
Oh, somebody got mad at me the other day. They were pressing me on something about ice, like some
Yep,
ice stuff, and
yep,
I'm
that's
like,
it.
yeah, I love ice because it makes my drink cold, but I hate ice because it waters down my drink. It's like it's a
Yep.
double-edged sword with ice. You want the cold drink, but then it waters your drink down. And for whatever reason, they got mad that that was my opinion on ice.
I hate ice because it never works at McDonald's. Damn it.
Oh, really? The one I worked at, like I always had that machine up and running.
Nah,
It was
that's
the ice
always
cream machine I couldn't get running.
nah, that's always the joke when it comes to McDonald's. That the ice cream, either the ice cream machine don't work or the ice machine doesn't work. But basically, yeah, that's the current thing. It's like, now I can understand you going to like a political YouTuber, streamer, VTuber, whatever. But if somebody's just doing their own thing, they've yet to spoke on politics, or maybe they dip their toe into it and then they say, okay, for this one little thing, I can dip my toe into it and back out. I don't, I don't see the point of asking somebody who don't do politics, hey, what's your politics? You know, so oh, and Ruby said, "Hey, Star, what's your stance on the AI art being made for you?"
So when it comes to fans, like fan art that's AI, um, I'm not against it. I'm probably not going to repost it, because the artists that I do get, they put a lot of work and a lot of time into the art of me, and I want to be appreciative of them to that. And a lot of them don't like the idea of their art being copied by AI and such.
Mm-hmm.
So I do appreciate people taking the effort to make cute little AI art things of me. To respect my artists, it's not something I'm probably going to repost and share, even if I think it's cute. It's just one of those things, trying to respect my artists, if that makes sense. I understand that AI art is inevitable. It is taking over in high schools, in junior highs, in elementary schools, in art classes. They are teaching kids how to generate AI art. So whether you like it or not, AI art is coming down. But if you're doing something and you want it to be human made art, if I'm going somewhere and I'm trying to buy human made art, I want it to be human made art. If it's a gift from somebody and it's AI, that's not going to offend me, because they've put time into figuring out how to generate the picture they want to generate, and that's amazing. But if I'm spending money for something that's actually human created, I want it to be a human created product, because that's what you're buying as a customer. So it's this weird balancing line. I'm not like, yay, I'm doing everything AI, because I am trying to keep as much of my work as possible being human done. But I'm not going to bash anybody for using AI. I have my preference. Other people have their preference. So for me, it's more of a preference thing for me. I prefer to have my artwork to be done by hand by artists, because I like supporting artists. Artists are in a struggling state. I understand nobody's really going to hold off the tide of AI. It's not going to happen. It's everywhere. It's in everything. But like I said, if I go to a marketplace and it's supposed to be human drawn art, I want to have human drawn art. But if a fan makes an AI piece, I'm going to appreciate the time they put into it, because I've seen some of those prompts and things that people design, and they'll be like 3 pages long of an intricate prompt to get whichever AI picture they want. They may not have the drawing skills, but they have the verbal skills to get across to the system what they want to be outputted.
Yeah, because even when I made thumbnails, oh my god, it's hard. You have to be detailed and specific. Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh no, it's okay. No, it's a hard spot. So VTubers live on art. VTubers are made of art, and if you go AI, there are a bunch of artists that will also just completely cut you off. They will never do art for you again. They also don't want their art copied and put into the AI systems, because what happens is now that the AI systems start mimicking the art that they've created.
Yeah.
And so essentially it can generate their art style and what they've developed over a span of years. It can generate in seconds, but essentially now somebody else is able to use their art style for free through an AI system, whereas they spent years and years and years developing it. So I can see where the artists are upset, where they put all this time in, and then if somebody takes it and just puts it into an AI system, it takes all that effort and training away from them and basically starts producing what they took years to learn. So I can see that. I can see that frustration on the artist side. But then from a technical advancement perspective, you're not stopping the tide of AI. Now, the one big thing that has happened, art that's done by AI cannot be copyrighted because it wasn't done by a human. They have made that precedent. So when it comes to businesses, when it comes to certain things, if people are cooking off AI art, it's not protected like it is if it's done by a human artist. Nice. So it's a huge distinction back and forth too, from a legal perspective of whether you're using AI art and human art right now. And laws are very slow to catch up to tech. So we have very minimal baseline rulings and stuff out there for guidance. I'm sure Ava would be way more intricate on explaining this than I can, because she's actually really amazing in the legal realm. I'm just, a VTuber trying to make it as an orange cat girl.
Yeah, I actually talked to her about, because that's the one thing I fear on actually doing my own spider suit. And she gave me some advice on that. I know she said as long as I change it at minimum like 30% of the suit and make sure it's not a flat out carbon copy of the suit. Marvel and Disney can't go after me, but I know Marvel and Disney, if they can't make money off of it and it looks something similar, they will send it in. They will come down with the fear of God on me, or with the fear of Thor. So that's that's why if I do have a model with the suit, it will probably mainly just be the suit and not a mask. And if I do have a mask, it'll probably be made a toggle feature only. I'll probably stream rarely with the mask on, just to avoid Marvel and Disney prowling eyes.
Yeah, and that's one of those things where the process becomes the punishment kind of thing, right? A big company like that, they can afford the attorneys and lawyers. Small regular person can't. So they can afford to drop $100,000 for attorneys for big lawsuit XYZ. The average person can't do that. And so basically they run you through the ringer and they bleed all your savings dry and all that, making you defend something that you may actually win, but it's so expensive that you can't make it to that end goal.
Yeah,
so it's rough. It's rough.
So you might win, but at the end of the day, was it really worth it? So, but I mean, if I'm, let's say, hopefully I do have a career and I do take off, and I'm one of the greats, I'm one of the tops, and I do have the money. I ain't gonna lie, I will fight Disney and Marvel for it. It's like, no, fuck you, like sorry for the cousin, but it's like, no, I came up with the idea. Even with my suit, I have had it AI generated, but I'm working with Iron Tiger right now. Well, not right now. I'm waiting to actually get my funds up, and then I'll commission him to do the art. But for my model, I'm actually going to have it hand drawn. I'm not going to have it done by AI. Now, I'm using the AI as a base to say, like, hey, this is what I want, and this is as close to, what I can visually describe. I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. Good, but can you change this, that? So I'm using AI as a base, but when my actual model come out, it will be drawn by a human, because I do understand the same thing as well about,
I have seen a lot of people use that as a tool in that way. They may not have art skill, but they have an idea. They go to AI. They say, hey, I want something like this, and this. Mm-hmm. And they go to an artist and they're like, hey, I want something in this vibe with these details, these things adjusted. Can you do something? And I see that as a useful use of AI and a bridge between using it as a tool to help explain to the artist more what you want,
Yeah.
because the artist gets a better idea of what the client wants. The client is able to give a better idea of what they want.
Yeah.
So the end resulting product is something that, the client will like more. From a customer service perspective, it's a good thing.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it
You,
with Iron Tiger too. That's exactly how I'm gonna do it. Like, cause how I want my webs done is kind of hard to explain. Even with the AI kind of don't get it. Like, it got it in one, but it still did it wrong. So it's like, But yeah, I'm
if you
sorry.
want
Go
to if
ahead.
you want to see something wild, they've been making comparisons lately of Will Smith, the spaghetti video. Like
Yes.
early AI just a couple years ago of Will Smith eating spaghetti where it was all over the
Hmm.
place and people were making fun of it.
Yeah.
We're like 2-3 years down the road, and the rate of advancement has been insane when it
Yes.
comes to accuracy on the AI, and how quickly it's learning. And the things we see that are a bit janky in AI today, a year
Yep.
down the road at this point, 2 years down the road, those are all going to be fixed.
Oh,
It's going to be scary how realistic a lot of the AI stuff is.
oh,
And
it's already scary. There's some videos that even fooled me watching on YouTube that I thought that was going on. Like the one videos was the food stamp thing where people was mad that the whole food stamp getting cut off scandal was going. There was AI videos that fooled even me, and because I look for everything, and I also look for the sound, because sound AI is weird when it comes to sounds, but there were some videos where it sounded crystal clear. Like you didn't hear the. It's usually an auto, like it's something with the audio that it sounds like compressed or something like that, or just something off with the audio. But there was videos where they had sounds in the background. They had sounds like everywhere, and you can hear the person crystal clear. And I'm like, and then it said, "Nope, this is AI." And with Scarlett, and there's some artists that won't even take AI as a reference, and that's the thing I'm scared of too, because even with this model, I reached out to the artist who made it, and she never got back. So that's why I'm like, I checked
yeah.
her TOS, and she doesn't have nothing against it. And I asked her directly, so she haven't said nothing. So I kind of said like, hey, look, you can go ahead and do it as a fan thing, but as soon as she says something, it's gonna have to stop. So that's why I hesitated even doing it, because mainly I use my AI for thumbnails. I don't try to do it, and I've had made posts with my OC character. But
Mhm.
the Resident Evil 9, it was really the first AI thing that was made of me with. Oh no, the second. It was Resident Evil the was Ruby did, and it was the
Mhm.
one with Iron Tiger did with RE9. So I had two so far with my model, and I'm like, okay, yeah, hey, she ain't sending, so until she sees it and say, yeah, no, uh, I don't know. But go ahead.
So so there are a few VTubers I know of that have just gone all in on AI.
Hmm.
One of the big debates right now is AI music. I have 7 songs that I've written. I went
Hmm.
to Ashley Bailey and had her produce them. She produces songs very quickly, so she uses a lot of auto tune. I've gotten to see her like stream video of her working on some of the music that she made for me, and a lot of people are like accusing it of being AI.
Hmm.
And I've seen it happen to other people too. They're like, "Oh, that's AI. That's AI," and it's not AI music. It's actually, you can see the person making it. But
I hate that.
a lot of music is generated from clips, right? They go into
Yeah.
mixing software. They have clips of different instruments and everything, and they're throwing it together, and they're making the music that way. So
Hmm.
in a way, a lot of music has actually just been a compilation of mix samples for a while,
Yeah.
if it's not people actually using instruments.
Hmm.
And so it's very easy for an AI system to replicate that. So AI music is coming across like some of the stuff that's constantly being produced already.
Yeah, like
And
Skybros is going crazy with it.
the music industry has been particularly aggressive. If you've worked with YouTube, they go ham. They go absolutely ham
Hmm.
with whatchamacallit, like the whole pre-copyright thing when you try and upload a video. I I have an Adobe stock account, and I get music for the background that isn't the stuff that I generated for the extra filler
Mm-hmm.
from Adobe stock. I have proper licenses. I can show them the licenses. Every time I try and upload a video, I get 13 flags saying
Mm.
this is all flagged and it's going to take 30 days to clear. And half the time they're claiming the wrong song first, and you have to wait for that to clear. Then it hits again with the right song, and then you can provide the license, and then they let it go. And so it's
Yeah.
it's really what kept me away from even posting VODs on YouTube.
Well, a
And,
lot
and
of
it's all
people are
music.
just a lot of people they're fake accounts that's just trying to copyright. Because I think I heard Angry Joe, it was some other YouTuber that had that issue where it was a scammer that claimed a part of this video, and they couldn't they even put the right song. And I even had that happen with one of my because I only play like songs during the beginning of my stream, and I tried my best to avoid copyright material. And it was this one particular song that was playing, and Quiet on the Set kept claiming that song, saying it was that song, and I was like, no, that's not the song. What are you doing? So a lot of times they just floss, like you said, floss faggot, and then there are times where it's a scammer. But Ruby Zeppler said he can't draw via hands. The image and brain isn't. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. That was my hubby.
Okay. Hands will
They
come
heard
over.
your cough.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so my artist would probably prefer you not to use like direct images of my model, but you can kind of look at me and, orange cat girl, floppy ears, um, fancy anime style dress, blue ribbons and hair, things like that. You could probably talk a prompt into making something very similar to me. But as far as like directly inputting my model into the AI, my artist would probably prefer that you don't, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And so to respect my artists, if you wouldn't, I would appreciate it. But if you wanted to use the prompts to generate like generally based on a description of me as fan art, I wouldn't be mad. I know you're wanting to do it out of like time and affection, and I appreciate that. But
Mm-hmm.
it's one of those things. I'm trying to respect the artists and their art and their wishes, and then
Yeah.
also you and your time as well.
Yeah. A
So
lot of
so
times.
it's
Oh.
it's like a nuanced balance, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot of times it's not even the VTuber, because the VTuber will love you creating art of them via AI or regular drawing, but because the artists, it's what Starcat explained earlier with AI pulling from their artwork, and essentially they got their work for free. That's why a lot of artists are 10 toes in the sand, no, and even asking the question, pisses them off, and it that's why I try not to ask. It's like, I'm just gonna go on this. I'm just gonna assume there's it's a no. But you'd be shocked that some artists are cool with it. As long as you don't do too much, or as long as you don't try to sell it or anything like that, and as long as you say it's generated too. That's another thing. As long as you say it's generated, typically they don't care. But then their main gripe of it is, are you gonna try to sell their art? Basically have AI generate their work and then sell it. That's their main concern. Because I think as long as it's just fan, like, hey, this is fan work, they don't care. But they're on the idea of you making money off their work. Essentially,
Yeah.
that's muffling that in. And then Scarlet, I just hate the witch hunting that happens sometimes, just for a retweet. Yeah, and then that's what you were saying earlier with your music. A lot of people is calling that to be AI when it's not. People network issues. Okay, looks like I might be having network issues. I don't
Uh oh.
know.
Hello there.
It's saying network
Are
issues.
you my kitty now?
I can still hear you. You're going through a pretty tunnel right now.
Me?
Yeah, your background.
Oh, okay. Um, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I hope and pray that it's not. Do not.
Sometimes they're just little hiccups. It could be Twitch for a moment. It could be, OBS for a moment.
Yeah, it
Sometimes it
probably is.
happens.
Well, at least I
You're
got a
still coming
warning
through
this time.
clear.
At least I got a warning this time, because usually my stream was just cut off, and luckily chat will be there and they'll start spamming F that, and I'm like, oh wait, well, oh no. So
Oh
a lot
no.
of times it just cuts, and I can't tell you how many times I'm like an hour, 2 hours into a game, and I look and wait, what the heck? And yep, stream it's reconnecting, as OBS Streamlabs love to say, and it's like, wow, okay. But earlier before I seen that warning, auto tune was the thing. Everybody, T Pain, and sometimes you just can't hit that note, so you use auto tune. One funny thing about Drake, the "Fall for Your Type" song, that Jamie Foxx had song. Originally, Drake was trying to sing it, but he couldn't hit the notes Jamie Foxx could hit. So that's why he went to Jamie Foxx and had him do it. And then there's T Pain. A lot of people think he had to use auto tune to sing, and he was like, "No, I can actually sing. It's just auto tune is part of what I use. It's a tool that I use to do something different with my work."
Mhm.
I said, yeah, I have artists from both music and art that don't like that I use AI assess tools to make my art music, because it always show up in front of assessed by the tools, so no one later can say they didn't know. Yeah, AI is
Yeah,
one of those. Oh, go ahead.
there are certain platforms out there. If you do art on Fiverr or music, you have to disclose essentially that yes, you're using like AI tools and stuff. VGen is absolutely no AI. VGen does not allow AI. It is very much in their terms of service. Like nothing on it can be AI. You can't have AI background. You can't have AI art. You can't have AI generated music. You can't have AI generated animations. It's a big no platform. And then you have Etsy. Etsy is just basically almost anything goes.
Yeah.
They have a few little provisions in the term of service where people are supposed to declare, but in a lot of cases they don't. And so
they don't, because a lot of platforms, what they do is, if you use AI, even though they don't have necessarily grudges against it, if you say that you use AI, they will like shadow ban it in a sense, to where, or they will just bury it and won't recommend it. So that's why a lot of people don't use AI, because even YouTube, if you say, yeah, you use AI just to do this and do that, it will shadow ban your content. And so I don't know how that all works out, but yeah, I'm sorry. You can go ahead and interrupt. I said that.
So
I interrupted.
YouTube recently got called out for using their AI algorithm of all things to go through and start spotting videos that are essentially AI generated.
Yeah.
And they're looking for like accounts making nothing but massive amounts of AI nonstop. And so it's been really interesting to see what's going on, but it's scary in a way because Kitsunero, she got hit by a ban that took like 2 months to clear up, I think it was, of her AdSense account. And then other people have been getting hit left and right by all these like weird, and it's AI detection, right? It's an AI system detecting things and misflagging things.
Yep.
And then there's no real people to get a hold of easily to appeal, because all these big companies are laying people off because, oh, AI is so efficient. But when the AI is wrong, there's no one to appeal to. And it's coming out that a lot of these AI systems are also intentionally hallucinating and giving wrong answers. Saw an article on that the other day with, I think it was Clyde.
Scarlett and Abraham. Some people are outside the music sphere, don't know the difference between autotune versus pitch correction. And then Abraham Isaac didn't know those were the rules of engagement for art. Yeah, it's a lot when it comes to this thing. You have to navigate it because you can very easily step on a landmine, and didn't mean to, but you stepped on it, so you got to catch this explosion. What I was gonna say
a few artists have been caught moving the goalposts too. So I want to think it was Powder. She got a customizable model, and then she said something, or because of her content it was controversial, the artist is like, stop using my model, here's the terms of service. But then when people looked at it, she changed the terms of service after the purchase. And so that was a whole thing. So a couple artists have tried to abuse the terms of service.
But I think that was more so I think they didn't care because I think they're not even in the country. I think what happened is what's going on now. The mob got mad. They tried to cancel Powder. Powder don't care, and then so far none of her sponsors care. So they went after the model artists, and it's because they are not giving them out or anything like that. I'm just explaining what I feel is that's happened because yeah, it was wrong of them to do it like that. I just it's the cancel culture mob. They went after the artists. They're a small company. They're just now getting started out because the model is super cute and the model is super customizable because I didn't know that she had two, like how you did yours, but she had two completely different models. She had the Amelia, and then the one that she's using now. So I think that's what had happened. I think the council mob went towards them and made say, hey, this is what she's doing with your model, and that's what made them say, hey, change it or don't do it.
I'll vanish for a minute, but I'm going back to the original model that I had. Oh, it loaded quick, at least on mine. Hopefully it loads quick on yours because I had already used it once.
Yeah, it did.
So if you have a look at Akuma Miko in the model she's using lately, it's the exact same model I'm in right now. It's just customizable. So she's a blue cat with like pointy ears and all that. I can hold on. See here. Let me see if I can find a dark picture of her.
Yeah, so far I only see her. Let me go to her media.
She sent me a picture just the other day. Scrolling for it real quick.
Well, here's a couple of videos. Is this the one with her in a black shirt, and it has her the blue cat thing on it?
Yes, so a lot of her new videos revolve around her mascot with that little blue cat. Hold on, misc art.
Okay. I don't see I don't see a full version, but so far while you're looking for that, here we go. So this is it looks grainy. Let me see if I can. Oh no, it's only playback speed. But so far, is this a model? Can you see my on my screen, or do I need to share screen share my screen?
Hold on.
Discord.
Oh, there you go. This might load in a second through VTube Studio.
Oh, okay.
Same model.
Oh, nice. Let me do that. So I got too many. Let me.
I'll move it to the other side of you for your screen, but. So that is a customizable model that we're both using, and look how completely different they are. Like you can tell they're the same art style, but we're completely different. The coloring, hair shaping, the clothing, the outfits, everything. There's so much that's customizable in these. You can have one model. You can have 20,000 plus different variations. It's absolute insanity. You can control the eye shaping, the mouth position, the face shaping, chest size, dress color. They usually have a whole bunch of different types of clothing that you can go through and adjust and change colors on. And they even have things where you can go in and you can customize the textures yourself. So you can actually make it partway custom to you.
Yeah. I think somebody tried to get Jelly in trouble because she was customizing the shading on hers, and they tried to say, "Oh, you're doing the blackface." It was like, no, she was doing the shading, and I didn't even know you could do that until that situation popped up.
There's like different layers, and you can change, how they're added, multiplied, that kind of thing.
This optimist said they updated the terms of service post contract, and they did a poorly job, but Powder has been leaning deep into the anti-Jew rhetoric now. Oh no, oh god. And then Scarlett is asking, what model is that? I guess the Pacific model that you took.
This one. This is the Twin Tails customizable model. So it's one of the model parents of Iron Mouse.
Okay. So, is there a link to it, like on Twin Tails?
Let me go. Yeah. Let me go get.
Yeah, Scarlett is another VTuber.
No, it's a beautiful and fun model.
Yeah,
I've
it's.
also used the Prism customizable model,
Mm-hmm.
and that one is absolutely astonishing. The only problem is in the newest variant,
Yeah.
the head is separate from the body, so you can't do collabs very easily because when you collab, it doesn't take the
Mm.
body with all the customizations. Has been a huge problem. Here,
Hachi,
that
hello,
would be
hello.
orders. That would be under orders. Here it is.
And she said it's VGen, or is it on VGen?
It's on VGen. You
Okay.
can get it through VGen. So there's the link. It's made by Twin Tails. It's
Okay.
135 US. This would be a $20,000 model. I
Now,
kid you not. This would be a $20,000 model. The Prism model for the options it has would be a $40,000 model. And both are continuing to add to it. And you can get them for
wow.
135 bucks. Like it's never been easier to get into VTubing, at least if you're a
Mm-hmm.
girl, for this kind of thing. They are catching
Mellow
up.
stream blow.
There are some male VTubers out there now, or some male customizable ones that are coming into their own with the modern styling.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they're not they're good. They're not quite as hard as Twin Tails went,
Yeah.
or the Prism model, but they are getting a lot better. So it doesn't matter if you're a guy or girl. It's getting easier. It's getting cheaper to get into the VTuber space. The real hard thing when it comes to being a VTuber is honestly commercial rating on art.
Oh
So
yeah. The
especially VGen,
copyright.
you have three tiers of art. You
Mm-hmm.
have personal. You buy it, it's yours to look at and be happy with, maybe use it as your own desktop. You have kind of a commercial where you can show it on your socials, you can use it in your stream.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's merch reprint rights, and that's where it gets expensive.
Yeah.
Because they'll do like 50% markup for commercial
Mm-hmm.
over professional, and then some of them will mark up the reprint rights 200 300%. If you find a good artist that includes the merch and the commercial rights in, they're your best friend.
Yeah.
Because if you want to do some sort of coffee cups, posters, things like that,
Mm-hmm.
I have Uwu Market stuff. I have a few other things that are done. All that has to be commercial art with
Yeah.
merch rights. If you don't do that, the artist can come down on you hard.
Yeah, I think I
So
done that
you
with my emotes. I bought the merchandise rights just in case. I think I need to go back and look at them just in case because I do not want that smoke.
yeah, it's one of those things. The nice thing I like VGen for is I can go through, even after I've made orders and everything, and I can pull up the agreements and everything and have a look at them.
Mm-hmm.
And technically, yes, the artist can like change their agreements after the fact, but you can go back and see where changes were done. And
That's
but you can see
a
what it's classed as.
mm,
You can see what the
uh,
artist classed as when you order it, and they can't change
mm,
that.
nice. No, Abraham, it's a yes and no thing. There are some artists that are greedy, but no, there's some of them that are super fair, and they're just trying to make their money. Because that's what happened with that whole situation. I think was it Iron Mouse that happened, where she bought all her models and she started making art, and they realized I could have made so much money off of this, and then they came after her for copyright. I think it was Iron Mouse or somebody else. I can't remember for
And
sure.
not sure, but I know a few people that's happened to. And the other thing is sometimes gift art is a problem too, or raffle art can be a problem sometimes
Mm,
because they'll be like, okay, you won the raffle, here's the art. And they don't make an agreement of what level of use goes with the art. And then
yeah.
somebody tries to use the art for like commercial art. And they're like, no, you can't use it for that. And it's like, there was never a limitation of what I could or couldn't use it for when it was granted. So it gets complicated sometimes. So you have to be
Oh,
careful.
no, that happened to Fillion as well, but no, it was strictly art. But no, that one actually did happen to Fillion as well. Because it was the Nindroids that she was going to do a Nindroid a figure with Novel Horizon, and it was something else. That's what got her in trouble. No, it was strictly art that that they was doing because this is when Legal Mindset first came in. Not when he first came in. He came in with the Nichi Sanji. But Legal Mindset has also said, hey, if you buy a model, make sure. No, it happened. I think it was Project Melody. It was Project Melody. She was one of them, and it was another VTuber that was making art of her model and was selling it. And one artist got mad and was like, "Oh well, no, I didn't give you the copyrights to make merch of that model exclusively." So that's why Legal Mindset came out with the video saying like, "Hey, all new and upcoming VTubers, if you get a model, make sure it's within the contract that you can use it for that you have all the rights to it, not just the right to have it doing your doing your stream stuff like that. You have all the rights saying that you can use the model for merch, you can use the model for this, you can use the model for that."
Mm.
But it happened with Project Melanie was the biggest one, and it was Fillion, but she was actually making physical merch, but it was strictly artists. I think it was Iron Mouse, and it was another VTuber. I can't remember who, but it was those. Because it was just art of the model. It wasn't a Nindroid or a figure. It was art.
Yeah. Yeah, and so, when you're dealing with art in the VTubing space, that's one of those things you have to look at. And so it's and it also comes down to who's going to enforce or not, or who's going to do what. Like, it could be that there was a misunderstanding and you think you're good for something and there's not, and you're perfectly good because they're technically not enforcing it. But then where things get in trouble is like, oh, this creator now said something that's against my political view.
Yeah.
And you have an artist that snapbacks and like, oh, that's against the license right there. I don't want to be affiliated with this. And then you come out, find later that they changed the terms after the fact. It's very rare. Keep in mind that it's like less than 0.1% of transactions that I've seen
Yeah.
happens like that to people. But, it's people do strange things over viewpoints in politics.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's retarded. That's why get it in black and white. If it's not in black and white, it's not right. Make sure it's ironclad. Make sure it's in the contract because people are spiteful. People will do that, and people will, as you can see with the powder situation, they will go back and try to change it and then say, "Here, them's the rules." And luckily, people had the wherewithal to go back and say, "Wait, hold up, wait a minute. You added that hella late, so no, 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 no." So
Yeah,
yes,
and
you're. Oh, go ahead.
if you do end up with some sort of problem or discrepancy, if you're using a service like VGen, if you're using a service like Fiverr, the artists also have to comply with the terms and service of the platform to be able to offer their product on the platform, which gives you an extra layer of protection. I do not commission artists outright directly through, just finding them on X or anything like that. I go through some sort of my marketplace for those added extra protections for myself, because if there is something wrong, then you can go to the platform and say, hey, look, here's what the agreement was, this is what the constrictions were, this was not met, and then you can ask for a redraw. My first thing usually when something's wrong is I'll ask for a redraw. um and if they are unwilling or unable to do that
Mm-hmm.
or don't respond, then the platform might say, okay, you're entitled to a refund because they didn't respond or they weren't willing to do a redraw and they didn't meet the terms or things like that. Um, so it's unfortunate too, because you don't want to have to do that, because
Yeah.
obviously they put at least some work into something,
Mm-hmm.
right? But if they're not meeting the terms, they technically didn't make a valid delivery, and that causes problems.
Yeah.
So always pick a service that'll give you an extra layer of protection in case somebody's not delivering the way they should.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because
then
I
always do
think
the
it's.
process and always document.
Because I think it was Skype that or Skip Skype that's the one that has the protection more in favor of the artist and not the client. Am I right on that one? Because I know that was that whole
I
issue
don't know
with
that one.
it was
That's
a
one I
whole
haven't
issue with
touched.
Bao, and she was talking down on the company with Skype because Skip Skype. I can't say it right, but basically, she was having an art made of her, and the artist posted it on social media, and she did a vague
Oh,
post
the
about it.
scab.
Skip, yeah,
Yes.
Scap. Yeah, that's the one that was like, no, we will tell you multiple times the artist can do whatever the hell they want with the art, even though you commissioned it, they still have rights to it.
Yeah.
So that was that situation. So I think that's the platform that if you want to have art done, you might want to avoid if you're
So
I don't.
that's not a platform, that's actually a style. And essentially you go to the
Oh.
artist and you order a scab style, which
Mm-hmm.
means the artist is going to look at your your reference sheet. They're going to look at maybe your socials. Some of them do research on you, and just
Mm-hmm.
they're going to randomly come up with something that feels like your vibe without your input on a scab.
Mm.
And usually they do that as a part of content. They show off the artwork as they're drawing it or after it's done. And it's a very traditional, almost like a gotcha kind of thing, where
Oh, okay.
you pay them and then you get what you get. Is basically what how scabs work.
Yeah.
And so you can go to VGen, you can find scab artists. You can also find YCH artists where
Mm-hmm.
your character here, they have the background. Then you have like full illustration artists that are doing things from scratch, how you
Yeah.
request it or how they request it. But in a lot of the companies, you have an option in the contract thing that comes up when you're setting it up, to where you can opt for privacy, where it won't be displayed.
Mm-hmm.
Only a limited number of people actually do their artists on streams.
Yeah.
So some VTubers get used to, oh, most artists don't stream, so we're just going to commission it. And that situation happens. They want it to be private. Well, they didn't check mark the little "I want privacy," which usually comes with an extra fee.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So
Scarlett says Skip wasn't designed for NDA kind of stuff.
yeah,
Okay. So
Scav
that's
is usually done as like content on stream as they're drawing it and showing it off after the fact as a showpiece, and then presenting it to whoever commissioned it, kind of thing.
okay. So that's interesting to know. So you go through VGen or Fiverr. Fiverr. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I usually go through VGen or Fiverr for most things. Etsy is scary. I'll tell you, Etsy
Etsy.
is scary.
Etsy's like the Craigslist of the eBay or Craigslist of
It
sites.
it is. I have known 4 or 5 people that have gone on that website and bought quote pre-made models, and the
Mm-hmm.
models were stolen.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they somehow get a copy of a model
Mm-hmm.
that a VTuber had, and they would go start selling it. So you have a VTuber out there that commissioned a model, and now 200 people have a copy of it that they got for $5 to $25.
Yeah, that's crazy. VGen's refund policy puts me off a bit. How so, Scarlett? But could you find something like that on Etsy or not? Nah, it's like once it's done, it's done.
Like a scab thing or a model.
Either or. Well, nah, Skeb is
Um,
in a contract, but I guess a model.
yeah, you can find models on Etsy. You can find models on Etsy. I've had
No, I meant
multiple friends go through Etsy.
no, I meant if you buy a stolen model, can you request a refund, or can the artist fight back with Etsy because of that, or pretty much once the transaction is made, that is it.
Um, I'm not sure. I am honestly not sure. I would imagine you could dispute it with Etsy, because
Mm-hmm.
Etsy doesn't want to be responsible for stolen goods being sold on their platform.
Yeah.
So it would probably take a lot of legwork, because you would have to show that, one, this model is owned by somebody else, and that
Mm-hmm.
person didn't have the selling rights, and then you'd have to like report it and go through the process, and
Probably gripe on
you know
Twitter and X's. That gets everybody's attention. It's crazy that you have to do that. You want to handle things privately, but companies won't listen until you put it on X, and then people actually pick it up. So
oh yeah, that's unfortunately the norm. So many big content creators will have issues, and the only way they get it resolved is going on X X is the customer service platform now, I guess.
Basically, it's like, hey, YouTube, can you tell me what happened? Nope. Hey, X, YouTube is doing this. Okay. This is what happened.
We're taking too much social media heat. We gotta fix it.
It's like,
It's
come
sad.
on. I tried
It's
to do
so
this
sad.
privately. I tried to do it privately. You made me do this. Like, I hate that. But that's pretty cool. That's lots. That's definitely a lot to consider, especially when I start to get my new model and do everything. Because like I said, I want to do it right. I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I don't want to break the rules. I don't want to break any unspoken rules. So that's definitely thank you for all the advice and tips. Because yeah, I'm definitely not trying. When it comes to Etsy, the only way to really get stolen stuff taken down is to get the OG creator to DMCA it. Oh. Suka, I know, has been dealing with it off and on. And will they respond faster and tend to work on the problem when they report it on X? Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing when you try to do it on their own platform. Hell, I don't even know if Twitch has a way you can get access to them on their own platform. It's crazy how you have to do it on X in order to get their attention. And it's like, I should better do it on your own platform. What do you mean?
They do have ways to get a hold of them, but a lot of these big tech companies have let go of staff, and they're relying on so much AI that if something goes wrong with the AI, there's just nobody there. So imagine two poor people there working on tickets, and they've got a queue of like 10,000.
Yeah,
it's constantly growing.
Yeah, I hate how companies, like, back in the day, companies used to be loyal to their employees, and now they just don't give a damn. And yeah, because my job is at risk with AI. And I've been talking to a lot of Amazon folks. They're saying that their jobs are at risk. Oh,
Weaver, thank you for the follow.
Yes, thank you for the follow, Weaver. Thank you.
One really helpful tip. I know a lot of people don't like using Adobe products like Photoshop, Premiere, and all that because the subscription's expensive. One thing that I found that is worth its weight in gold is actually Adobe stock. Just for having the monthly membership, they give you a limited number of credits each month that you can use towards some of the premium stuff. Yeah. But their free categories have a huge amount of stuff you can use, from audio to visual to videos to just basic clips that you can use to put things together. So that you don't have to reinvent and commission the wheel over and over again if you need a happy Thanksgiving splash, something that you're going to use once a year.
That's the thing I hate about Affinity, because I use Affinity as a substitute for Lightroom, because I used to use Adobe Lightroom, and I love when I edit my pictures. If you edit it one way, you can copy and paste those edits, especially if you have, like, when it comes to the figures, you have the front, side, back, and whatever you do to the front will usually match the other sides. In Infinity, I have to do everything all over again to a Lightroom. I can go edit one picture, and I can just copy the edits to all the other ones. It is so helpful. But unfortunately, Adobe had their whole thing where they just want to tax you to oblivion. And then that was the whole AI thing when they said, yeah, by the way, everything you're doing, we're stealing that. So it's like, oh my god.
Tail chasing Weaver, that is cute. Chasing the tail emote. I love that.
Nice. That is cute.
So the other thing about Adobe is while Adobe did invest hard in quote AI stuff, they do have an option in their Adobe stock search to remove anything that's AI. So you can separate AI from non-AI in their database of things as well, which is really nice. Okay. And the other beautiful thing they do is in the music section, everything you download from the music section comes with a license code. They made it very difficult to find the free music because they don't let you just search for the quote free ones if you're a subscriber. Yeah. They kind of bury them, so you have to dig. You have to dig hard. But when you do find those free tracks, you can. I have like 150 tracks from Adobe that were all free, and it's absolutely amazing because they all have a license code. So when I do try and put something on YouTube and they try and dispute it, I can go, here's my Adobe license. Nice. And yeah, it takes time. It takes up time to process, obviously, but I don't have to worry that risk of them trying to say you're getting a full copyright strike for this because I can prove that I have license to that music.
That's super interesting because yeah, I even had Epidemic. I said Epidemic. Even though I have their subscription, I even had copyright claims through them, and it's like, why are you copyright claiming myself? I put my page on your, on your subscription. It's me. What the hell? So yeah, even
Yeah.
them tried to copy. Well, they don't strike, but they claim, and
Mhm.
well, it has literally no effect on me because I'm still a small YouTuber. But yeah, partner, that's an absolute no.
Yeah, yeah, no. You get in the habit early in case you grow, and that way when you get bigger and it becomes, more critical, you're already doing the process properly.
Okay, so yeah, when I hopefully when my wallet gets right, because unfortunately for me, my job depends on the economy. So whenever the economy stabilizes, my wallet will stabilize, and I can get back to doing all that. Because it's hard out here for a boy.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's
But
hard out
yeah,
here for a disabled girl.
mm,
The recent government shutdown?
no, not
I
the
I
recent one.
was
I know about
I
the food
was I
stamps.
was in process for Social Security disability
Mm-hmm.
because of my injury, and I was a year in, and the first little shutdown happened
Yeah,
right as it was due for me to put in for the appeal because of the way the process works.
yeah.
And it took too long for it to get processed and added into the system, and they kicked me back to square one. So it's going to be another 2.5 years to
I
go
remember
through
you
the
saying that.
process. Yeah. So by the time I'm done, it's going to be 3.5 years to get Social Security disability, and it's ridiculous because imagine if you have somebody like, I mean, I am on oxygen. If I got put on the street with
Mm-hmm.
oxygen, I'd have nowhere to plug it in. What do I do? Do I just unalive? Because they won't.
Basically, that's how the government
It.
feels. Like
Yeah,
unless you got the funds, good luck. And that's the
that
thing that
process
kind of
time.
and that's the thing that kind of pisses me off because even when we was having that debate, because I know I kind of argue with my chat back and forth with the whole food stamp scenarios, and it's like, no, I don't. When it comes to these government assistance programs, I want the people who actually need them to get them. I want to get all the finessers and all the people who's made it a career to finesse the system off. It's like, look, if you can go to work, if you can work, get off the system. Get a job because there's people like yourself that needs that stuff, but the process is too difficult. And then once you finally get through, you got a whole line of other folks that's finessing the system as well. I think once the system gets fixed, then it shouldn't do that, with you and other folks who actually needs the help. So,
Yeah, what's wild is the people that abuse the system somehow know perfectly how to get through it at
mm-hmm.
like a rapid pace, and then everybody else
Yes.
that doesn't use the system all the time, they're trying to fumble their way
They
through.
And they once they get it's crazy because it almost trains you to do it the fraudulent way. Because when you try to do it the right way, you get pushback, you get them elbows, and then the people who just committing fraud get it easy peasy lemon squeezy, and then they have the nerve to stunt on folks who ain't getting it. And it's like, damn, okay,
Yeah, it's frustrating, but for me, my community, all the subs and donations and things they do, that's how I'm funding my artwork and being able to be a VTuber.
mm-hmm.
And you know, I'm at 874 followers on
Nice,
Twitch, and they're amazingly
congratulations.
kind. They're amazingly kind, and
Yeah, I love all my followers; they're awesome.
yeah, but it's it's amazing how kind they've been and how much they've been supportive. Um, it's nice. I can get a couple pieces of art each month, and then if I have a special project, and it's reasonable, I have people that will chip in and help. Like a bunch of people helped for my upcoming outfit for my 1 year stream anniversary in June.
Nice,
There's going to be a Starcat swimsuit edition. I have a cute little swimsuit
nice.
being made for my 1 year stream anniversary.
That's what's up. That's
So
awesome.
the community's been so kind. Last October, um, I did a fundraiser for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the community came out swinging. We raised $3,000. We
Nice.
raised $3,000. I'm itty bitty baby streamer and raised $3,000 for the children. It was just absolutely astonishing to see all the help, all the love from everyone. Um, you know, you can use your pixels for good. You can absolutely use your pixels for good.
Yeah, once you got a
So
nice, strong community, it's awesome. The amount of support, and they would take care of you. When it came to like Kirsha and Nanis, and like Nanis, she almost cries almost a lot when she gets when she gets support because she has the imposter syndrome, or what is it called, where she don't feel
yeah.
as though she deserves any of this, and it's like, no, you're an awesome person. You sit down, you yap with us, you bring up different topics, you bring up different issues, and so far you're a great, cool person. So yes, let's give you support. Same as you. I mean, I was floored, in a good way, when you said, "Hey, here's your model." I was like, "What?"
Yeah, it's like, here you go. As all no, you're working hard. You're interacting with all these people. It's like, there was a
Thank you.
little left over from that month from what I got from like Twitch stuff, and I was
Hmm.
like, you know what, I will pay it forward. Here, bonk.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I
And
tried.
now
I
here you are.
tried. Thank you, and also thank you, Chad, because that means you guys
Ba,
help
ba, 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 ba.
get me here too. But yeah, I'm trying. It's kind of hard because I do want to collab with people. I do want to do fun things and play games and stuff like that. And sometimes it's hard because you want to ask a big creator, but either your message gets buried, or you might come against one that's a jerk and like, well, let me see them numbers. You only got like 100 followers. Get the hell out of here. And then sometimes it does be those small. They got burnt from a small account. They are trying to use them as a stepping stool, not as somebody who's actually trying to build genuine relationships and stuff like that. So it's kind of hard, but I do what I do, and it's like I want to be. I want to kind of break that cycle of you don't have no friends on the internet. You only have associates and stuff. And I do genuinely want to break that cycle and actually have friends, actually have people. That when you see us on the screen, it's not just, oh, it's just for the stream, it's just for the collab, it's just to make money. It's like, no, we're actually friends. We're actually, we actually have a relationship outside of the internet.
Oh,
I'm
you
not.
should see Miko and I. We're calling each other and texting each other,
Mhm.
and we're like sending each other posters and stuff all the time, and
Yeah,
little presents. And
yeah, I want stuff like that, and luckily, I'm doing that with the X group that I'm part of, the X Street Pirates. We have one of the homies, Jigs. He's coming to Texas to chill with me and stuff like that. So it's gonna be awesome,
uh,
and we all
thank you.
want to. Oh yeah, thank you for the head pats.
Hi, Dip. Welcome.
I got something that's showing up on my. Let me go
TLA.
ahead.
Welcome. Welcome.
Let me go ahead and just put it in the game, change that up, and let's see what this
Oh,
is.
that's a pretty emote.
Oh, for real?
Dip. Those are really good emotes. Those are pretty. I like those.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Oh,
those. Good
snap!
vibes. Good
I got,
vibes. Yeah.
I got the snow cam blocking you. Oh no! Yeah, let me show you. Let me go to the just game. Let's move. Let's move this. Let's move us right here. And chat. I don't know if you. Let's see, because she's asleep right
Hey,
now, so I'm not
hey.
gonna try to be too loud.
Hey,
But
hey.
there she goes. There goes Snow. So Starcat meets Snow chat, and
Hello.
yeah, she's knocked out right now, but she was up and at it earlier, but yeah, she's knocked out. So
Aww.
go ahead and hide the cam.
Oh, that looks so much like the dog I grew up with.
Mm-hmm. The
What breed
husky.
is she?
She's
Husky?
yep, Siberian husky. I didn't know there was two versions. There was like Alaskan and Siberian, but no, she's Siberian. She's actually the runt of the litter. She was supposed to be a lot
Oh.
bigger than what she was, and thank God she's not as big as she's supposed to be, because when I tell you Huskies loves to shed it, oh my God, like that one. Oh, and I woke her up. Yeah, I'm talking about her shed. She woke up.
I had a dog that was half husky, half wolf mix.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Apparently found out after the fact that not the most legal dog on the planet.
Oh.
That my parents had when I was growing up because it was so much wolf. It was half.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but she was mama number two. This dog adopted me. I was her cub.
Oh, nice, nice. See,
When I
I
would go to
wanted.
bed at night, she was my pillow.
And see, I wanted to let Snow have a litter one time, but she kept getting out of the yard, and we thought it was because she was in heat and she was trying to seek a mate. So I got her spaded, and turns out no, huskies are escape artists. They love to escape and have you chasing them down the street. So
Very vocal too. Very vocal.
well, Snow's actually quiet. She only barks. So two things that make Snow bark. She only barks in her dream, and if she really doesn't like you. If Snow barks at you, I know to get you out of my sight because there's something going wrong. Because if you got Snow to bark at you, you a bad person. And that's the only time. And Snow does sometimes start. She sometimes does talk to me when she needs something. She'll growl at me or she'll make a little yap and
No.
and I was like, oh, okay, oh, you're talking to me. Okay. So we do have that basic understanding. Even though we barely you're on break. What's up, Lucidor? Even though she
Hello,
barely
Lucidor.
talks, we have that we kind of have that bond to where when she does say something, I
Hey,
kind of know
hey.
what she's saying, and vice versa. But there go my pretty little angel. Spider, is it your birthday? Nope, it's not my birthday, not yet. Mine ain't until August 31st. That's my birthday. I'm
Ooh.
um I am Unk
About a
status.
month after mine. About a month after
Nice.
mine.
Nice.
Into June. Into June for me.
End of
Um,
June.
Fun story. I debuted on my birthday. My
Really?
my debut day is also my birthday. Yeah. I I
Nice.
was like, what day am I gonna start streaming on? What day am I gonna start streaming on? You know what? I'm gonna start
Mm-hmm.
streaming on my birthday. So my stream anniversary is my birthday too.
Mm-hmm. Lucidor, this is Starcat Tail Chaser. This is the VTuber that I've told you guys about.
Hello.
She is the one that gifted me my motto. She's go ahead, explain yourself because
I'm
I always
Starcat.
mess this up.
I am Starcat Tail Chaser. I am a silly orange cat girl. Mm. I'm here to be your friend. I'm here to be everybody's online friend and just silly, goofy, and have fun.
Nice, nice.
Mhm.
And then Scarlett is shocked because her birthday is on August 30th. So, so we
Oh, there
both
you go,
have
back to back.
Mm-hmm. So, chat, you owe Starcat both an anniversary gift and a birthday gift, and I guess me and Scarlett is just gonna text X Street hard when we have our birthdays. Okay, and let me put it on a different background because I think it's hard to see chat how the way I got it set up.
It's so
So
swirly. It's so
yeah,
swirly.
I mean even on the Silver Veils wallpaper is kind of like, but it's better. It's just when we had that serious
Yeah.
topic, I was like, I might want to change the background because we're talking about a serious topic, and then we got this sexy anime art.
Oh, that's a background.
Yeah.
That is
I mean,
that's some spice.
it's some spice, but it's not fully lewd. I mean, yeah, her outfit is nice, but it's safe. I hope. I pray.
She's a wolf or a fox?
No, Silverveil's a wolf.
She's a wolf. She's a wolf.
Mm-hmm. Wolf VTuber, awesome streamer, very cute, very wholesome. Yeah, I like her. And then main reason why because she is the this is I got that background from this. Pretty much it's the pocket pair thing. I don't know if you've seen it, but at one point VTubers having their models on people's computers, and I think
Aw,
Silverville started that. I don't know for sure, but yeah, that's the program that I use to
that's
do the art.
cute.
Let's see. So you get the art from here, and that's that. So that's where I got it from. And she got a couple of more. of that.
I want VTuber Tamagotchis. Where you can load
Tamagotchis.
in your favorite VTuber on a little thing that you carry with you, and like you care for your VTuber.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that might be an idea. Somebody do it. You're gonna make bank because people love their VTubers. But yeah, this
Yeah.
is what I use to when I first stream. Everybody sees her dancing.
I get in trouble because I keep telling everyone I have to hunt Iron Mouse. Because I live in protective isolation, right? And Iron Mouse lives in protection isolation. So she's the only mouse that's safe for me to actually hunt.
Oh, nice. And thank you for the follow, Magma Fox. Thank you. And Scarlett says she don't celebrate her birthday. No, you should celebrate it. It's the day of your birth, the day you've
Magma.
And thank you for the follow, Magma. Thank you. Well, yeah, that's what I.
Magma's a sweet friend.
And I had another background, but it was a bit of the controversy when it came to Nanolith and Cinder, and not to reopen that wound that's been opened a million times.
Oh, goose.
Yeah, I used to have that as my background, but hell, this probably might be made by Nanolith too. I don't know, but I kind of don't like that what she did. Pretty much, I don't like what happened with Cinder. Now, don't get me wrong, Cinder had her problems, and yeah, she wasn't as innocent, but a lot of that whole Cinder situation could have had just been handled privately. They all could have had DM'd each other and said, "Hey, stop doing this, stop doing that, stop doing this, stop doing that." And then mainly so Nanolith, she's the one that really lied. You know, celebrate. Oh, you want to get into it here? Okay. But yeah, so I kind of didn't like that because I had a more safer one, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna support you because you fucked up big time with that one. I don't like the situation. Don't get me wrong, everybody in the situation is wrong, but Nanolith was the top one that she was, in my opinion, the number one, the architect of all that's popped off. But change before, like I said, I don't want to open that up, but So, I know we mentioned earlier with the whole relationship thing. So, have you heard of the Shrek theory?
I have not heard of the Shrek theory. I'm curious
Oh my
now.
god, yeah. So basically, the Shrek theory is, I'll just let this video explain it. Like it's wild. So let me back up to this. Let me bring this one here.
Uh-oh.
And boom.
I can't show it, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, let me show you. Let me share my screen on Discord. Where are you, Discord?
Yeah, I don't have OBS set up to grab that.
Oh,
unfortunately.
Oh, how about this?
Yeah.
Bring up my stream. And you probably just have to mute because can they hear?
So basically, I can't bring up my browser currently onto OBS for security reasons.
Gotcha. Okay. How can I do this?
If you guys want to poke in his stream real quick, he can play it, and y'all can come back. It can work.
Yeah. Chad, if you want to see it, please jump on my side, and then y'all can jump.
If not, I'll get a verbal explanation. I'll give a verbal explanation.
Okay, but can they at least hear the audio? Oh no, you can hear my audio.
Yeah. No. They can only hear your voice. So, it's like 20 minutes long. Oh wow.
Do you have time or?
How about this? Can we link the video to chat and you give me a quick summary?
Yeah.
Could that work?
So basically, the Shrek theory is, like remember how I mentioned earlier, people has been brainwashed to thinking you going with the ogre or the 50-50, and they pretty much painted Shrek in a bad light, saying that hey, Fiona has gave herself up to basically be molded by Shrek, when a lot of it is the opposite. Shrek is they try to make Shrek out to be because he's an ogre, he lives in a swamp. They try to say he's broke, he lives outside, he's homeless, and it's like no, he's not broke. The swamp is his own land. He has money. It's just the swamp is his land. He has a home. When it came to the rescue, Shrek was the one who rescued her, but throughout that process, they was able to bond. Well, they try to say, well, no, he brainwashed her. He did this and did that. It's like, no, they actually sat down and talked because throughout the travel, when he was bringing her back to Lord Fuckwad, I said Fuckwad, but whatever, because their idea of a man is Lord Fuckwad, and no, it's not. Her ideal man was Shrek. And then when it came to, I think Shrek 2 or Shrek 3, whichever one, Shrek loved Fiona so much that he was willing to give up the swamp. He was willing to give up his ogre look and become human for her. But every time, and this is the thing that bounced back to the whole feminism thing. Every time a woman decides for herself what she wants, which was the original idea of feminism, a woman at the end of the day decide what she wants, whether it is she wants to be married or a boss bae or a little something in between. You have that choice, and it's kind of what leads to now. They say you have that choice, but you really don't. We give you that option, but best believe though you have A, B, and C. We really want you to pick C. You better not pick A or B. So that's the illusion of that. And these girls are pretty much, the video shows they crapping on Shrek, but Shrek is the ideal guy that most females want. Despite the him being an ogre, but it's like it's only looks and skin deep. Ideally,
Yeah.
Shrek has his own land, he has his own house. He's a respectable guy. He will fight for you, and he loved Fiona so much that even he was willing to give up his land, give up being the ogre, and to be with her and have respect for her parents and all that. Because I think that was in Shrek 3 where it was a fairy godmother. I think I don't know which one.
Yeah, Shrek has a lot of good qualities. Shrek has a lot of good qualities. He just likes to eat onions raw. I mean, not quite a war crime, almost a war crime, but not quite
reviews,
a war crime.
You hear that, Mr. Onion Man?
I'd be friends with Chibi. I'd be friends with Chibi.
But the one thing I will cancel Chibi on is the eating the onion raw.
Yeah, raw onion.
No,
raw onion.
I kid. That man has been through a lot. But basically, yeah, that's the Shrek theory. Modern women hates good men. You gotta it's just explaining different people explaining if you actually watch the movie, because you got a bunch of ladies that are entitled, that and a lot of these women, you can't chat can't see it, but my chat can. A lot of these women, first and foremost, a lot of them were fake and broke themselves, but because they've been brainwashed into thinking that, unless he can afford like a Birkin or something like that, he ain't the one, or 50-50 is bad. It's like,
well, see, Shrek does change though. That's the thing. If you pay attention to the nuance of the story, Shrek does change over time. He softens on positions. He opens up to new things and new ideas. Shrek isn't just static. He does change. He goes through those onion layers.
Yeah, and that's exactly what people said defending him. It's like he was an onion. He's shedding those layers, and both of them are molding. Both Shrek and Fiona are molding to each other. She had her ways, he had his ways, but both of them are molding to each other, and that's the thing that you want. But people are now only first and foremost, they're only skin deep, and then everybody wants that Instagram lifestyle. Everybody wants the I got all this money and had to do little for it, or the your money is my money, and my money is my money lifestyle. And it's like, no, that's not how you do it. Supercat, I know Spider's position on this, but how do you feel about these toppings on pizza? Pineapple or black olives?
Okay, I would rather go black olives than pineapple. No. I will only do pineapple on a Hawaiian. One of my favorites is pepperoni and black olive.
Oh, Starcat.
It's an Italian food. It's Italian food. How do you not have at least olive oil on a pizza?
Now, olive oil
is Italian food.
It's fire, olive oil. But olives, I can put up with black olives on pizza. But pineapple belongs on pizza.
I'll only do it on a Hawaiian pizza. Like, it has to be paired with ham.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, black olive and pepperoni. Oh, I do triple pepperoni with black olives all the time.
Nice, nice. And I've gotten used to it. As a kid, I did not like black olives, but I've gotten used to it. If it's on, if I had a pizza that had black olives on it, I'll eat it. I don't care. Like supreme pizza is
I
good.
I don't like green olives. I'm weird. I like black
Yeah,
olives. I don't like green olives.
I don't know how people eat green olives. Like I know people use it for like their wine or their their champagne, but I don't know. I don't see how
Martinis.
it's martinis. It's always have a bitter, nasty taste, especially the little red thing. It's like, how do you people eat this stuff? Like
No,
I
no,
can
no,
see
no, 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 no,
horseradish,
no.
but olives, green olives, no.
Green olives are about as big of a war crime to me as putting a cucumber behind a cat.
Mm.
I have
Uh,
nightmares about cucumbers.
Super Cat, olives on pizza is more contagious than pineapple. No, pineapple on pizza is awesome. It's life.
Olive, olive.
Okay, would you be an orange cat? Would you eat anchovies on pizza?
I am allergic to fish.
Oh,
I cannot have fish. I cannot have lobster and shellfish. I can't even have seaweed. If I do that, I have to yell "blue to the sky, needle in the thigh."
hola, vertigo. Slick Jojo, hey, what's
EpiPen
up? What's up, Slick Jojo? Not good, not contagious, spider.
Sorry for all the
What?
coughing.
It's all good. I missaid a word. Contentious. Damn, contentious.
Oh,
I can't pronounce the word. God damn it.
it happens.
So
Stretchy.
I look. I gotta be look. I gotta be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Nah.
But yeah.
You're a friendly
But
neighborhood Spydr-Bro. That can't
y-
happen.
yes. But basically that was the whole Shrek theory, and then I had another one. But definitely, yeah, I got to find out how to fix that. And then it was the single woman versus single man on who has it harder dating. Those are the two videos that we was gonna go over, but I don't want. I definitely don't
Okay.
want to push past your time though. If
So
um,
so real quick on the Shrek one,
mm-hmm,
you've got this big ogre in a swamp. He's actually got a heart of gold. He just wants to live and
mm-hmm,
do his own thing and not be bothered. He's just like a normal person, right? And there's nothing wrong with that.
yeah,
So are you're hopefully aware of like some of the complaints women have about like the fashion industry, how it pushes unrealistic standards and
yeah,
to push product and all that.
yeah. I have
I
a problem with it
think
myself, because I used to
so.
model, and yeah, it's bad.
So one of the things I think that's also happening when it comes to relationships and stuff
Mm-hmm,
is women are setting their standards too high visually
mm-hmm,
because through all we're exposed to, we're told our hair has to be perfect. We have to wear all this makeup. We have to do all
mm-hmm.
this.
Yeah.
One of the most liberating things that ever happened to me was going on oxygen because I can't wear
Mm,
hair products. I can't
yeah.
wear makeup. I can't use all these products that I used to use to like prop up my beauty kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
It's literally a fire risk. Things that you have in a normal oxygen environment, like a normal if you put like raw oxygen on them, they will burn very easily.
Ooh.
So yeah, nothing oil based, nothing potentially flammable, nothing even anything powdered is potentially liable to like flame up. So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
your foundation powder kind of stuff going on, right? All of
Yeah.
it is potentially flammable. So you can't wear it. You just go as natural as you can.
Mm.
And it used to be like you're trying to catch up with the newest makeup trend, the newest hair trend, the newest this trend, the newest hat trend.
Yeah.
All the blogs, all the things that you look at for fashion, they're telling you things have to be like this. You have to look like this. You know what you're looking for in a man, it has to be this. What you have to do has to be this. And not only are they pushing those unrealistic standards on you for your own beauty, they start kind of pushing outward to other things you'll deal with. Oh, you
Mm-hmm.
have to have this kind of cup because of this status symbol, and you have to have this kind of
Yeah.
thing because of this status symbol, and
Yeah.
then it bleeds over. Well, your boyfriend, spouse, whatever has to be like this, and they have to earn this
Mm-hmm.
much, and they have to do
Mm-hmm.
this and they have to do that, and I think women have just gotten too picky because of social pressures.
Yeah. Is that in
Eh,
a combination of like feminism, social pressures, and it's one of those things to where I can't explain, but you're 100% right, and especially with the model industry, like they want you to be like thin and bones and skin and bones essentially, and that's not proper. Like you're malnourished, you are anorexic. That's a dangerous. Yes, even though obesity kills you faster, anorexia also kills you. So no, you want to be a nice healthy shade, and then a lot of people take drugs to stay at their weight as well, or they don't eat, or they eat and throw up. There's a lot of things. And no, Abraham, I'm not Hispanic. I am black. I am African American. And yeah, Ruby also said, yeah, 100% oxygen is no joke. So I didn't know oxygen would go down like that. Oh Jesus.
Oh yeah,
But
so a lot of things that are perfectly stable in a normal room environment
mhm.
are extremely flammable under pure oxygen. So I have to be very careful. I have to be very, very careful. Even technically, my hair being long um, risks issues with pure oxygen.
Mm. Oh
So
Jesus.
so yeah, it's
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
So it's a thing you have to be aware of. We have extra fire extinguishers around the house, and
Oh God, please. Oh, oof. Jesus, because yeah, fire is not no joke. And it's hypergamy. That's pretty much what's going on. What you was explaining earlier with high standards and over high standards is hypergamy, and that's what's happening now, where women are not being committed, and men we do have our problems too. But that's why it's called monkey branching, where a female will see one guy think that he's it, and then they see a guy that's better, and they'll jump off for that because oh well, he can buy me this, he can buy me that, or the whole 50-50 thing. And it's like, and when I explain to people with the whole 50-50 thing, I said reason why I do 50-50 is just an introduction. It's just to see where we at, if we can match, and this that, and the third. That way, if shit hits the fan, you're just as risk. You lose just as much as I lose. I'm not losing 100%. But as the relationship progressive, that 50 turns into 60, 70, 100, 90. I said 190. But basically, as the relationship grows, I would take more and more responsibility to where, yes, I would be the financial provider. I would do my part because I know you're here for me. You're not, you love me for me, and you're not going to go anywhere. I can essentially at this point consider marriage for you. That's why I do 50-50. Now, there's some other people that use it for whatever excuse because everybody's wallet is hurting right now, but that's the main reason why I do it. And this is why I've been single for so long, Abraham. This is what Abraham said. And Elucidor Pure Oxygen, is that at your work or house? No,
I can
Starcat.
explain this real quick if
Mhm.
that's okay.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
So, I had an extremely severe heat stroke. My internal temperature hit 107. It was at work, and that led to a condition called heat sepsis. Basically, my intestinal layer broke down, and all the bacteria in my gut flooded into my bloodstream. And
Ooh.
I fought that for over a year, with some of the strongest antibiotics on the planet being pumped into my veins, and like 23 emergency room visits, lots of hospitalization time, crazy intensive scans, and it created a condition called dysautonomia. Basically, every nerve, every cell in my body got damaged.
Ooh.
And so I may not breathe right all the time. My digestive system may shut down for a couple days at a time. If I stand up, I may faint. I may not faint right away. I might faint in 5 minutes. I don't control my vasoconstriction well, and so I may forget to breathe. My heart rate's stuck on hummingbird. And since I have asthma as well, they can't give me beta blockers to help control my heart rate. So the oxygen helps control my heart rate in the periods where I stop breathing. And yeah, it's medical oxygen. I'm on like 22 medications. None of it fixes anything. It's all to keep me comfortable. And it I'm in it for the duration. There's nothing they can do to fix me.
Mm. Yeah, Starcat is.
So
Yeah, she's going through a lot. That's why she's brave, and she's stronger than a lot of people right now. Cause man, I don't know if I could do that. I'm like, hey, yo, just if it was me, I'm like, hey, yo, just pull the plug. I'm cool.
Yeah, no, I'm under protective isolation orders actually as well. It's kind of like Iron Mouse, but different cause. So I get sick extremely easily. I'm immune compromised from it. I'm just recovering from my 4th respiratory infection since November. And one of the infections was pneumonia. I got to a temperature of like 102.8. We almost had to take me to the emergency room.
Oh, Jesus.
And so it's one of those things that like I can't get out. So I became a VTuber so that I could have a social life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it seems like a perfect outlet.
Is it Naughty Ticks? I cannot read today. But no, this is for my chat. We're collabing for the first time, so a lot of my chat don't know of Starcat and her situation, so that's why she's explaining what's going on. Yeah, and somebody asked, "Have you considered stem cell therapy?" Isaac Abraham.
Stem cell therapy has a lot of issues currently. One, they would have to take my already have been damaged cells and try and use those and replicate them and turn them into stem cells and put them back into me, which is a massive, massive cancer risk. So that kind of takes that off the table because, like I said, every cell in my body got damaged during the heat stroke, basically. And as far as the heat sepsis, once your internal temperature gets past about 103, 104, that special lining on your intestines starts to break down. And I got all the way up to 107 degrees. So I was very close to death. The only thing that probably saved me is when I collapsed, the work environment I was in. I worked in a correctional facility. And so they had immediate response by staff. They put me on a bench and covered me from head to toe in ice water almost instantly once I collapsed. Ooh. Had they not been there, I would not be here. If I had been on a construction site, I would be dead. Had I been in a hot car, I would be dead. The only reason I exist today is because those staff members did what they were trained to do, which was lay me down and coat me from head to toe in ice water for as long as they could until the ambulance got there.
Jesus. Oh, man.
And even then, when I got to the hospital, my internal temperature was still like 104, 105 plus.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So Ruby, for pneumonia is crazy. I've had it to the point of dying before. If you ever get bronchitis, get checked out immediately. It will turn into pneumonia real quick. I didn't know that could happen. The expected. Wonder what we're doing here.
Hello.
Is that one of your people?
The inspector. Yeah. They're in my chat, but they're a first time chatter.
Oh,
hello and welcome, and they're listening in. They're only listening.
Okay, this is a yapping stream. This is the great yapping. So we just yapping about whatever. But yeah, that's why it's amazing that Starcat, and thankfully, and amazing that she's here right now because Jesus Christ, like that's a lot. That is whoo. But,
yeah, at one point they were hoping I would make it 6 months. Then after that, they were hoping I'd make it 2 years, and they were hoping I'd make it 4 years. This all happened in 2019, so I've made it about 7 years now.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Been on oxygen for about 4 of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but yeah, it's like a 7-foot leash. It's like the oxygen set up in the computer room in the bedroom. So I'm in one place or the other. I do have a portable for when we go outside, but the machine's so expensive, you don't want to use it for anything else in case you break it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like $2,500 for the machine and $300 per battery.
Ooh, why did that?
Yeah, they're not cheap. They're not cheap. They're not cheap.
This is why I avoid hospitals like the plague. Unless I'm dying, do nothing.
Thank you for the hydrate.
Either. Call an Uber. Don't unless I'm dying. Don't send me to the hospital. And if you do send me to the hospital, call an Uber.
No. So if any of you have been to the ER before, you know they do triage. Most people, unless you're like bleeding out and dying, you're there for like 2 to 4 hours waiting to get in. I had 23 ER visits, no wait, I was so bad, I was immediately taken to a room. 23 of them back to back through the sepsis fight.
Jesus.
They should have just kept me, honestly, but it was one of those things like insurance only wants to let you be there for like a week. And they're like, no, after a week, you have to boot them. You have to send them home. And then I go home, I turn around, and I have to go right back and get readmitted.
And that's crazy for insurance. You're paying for their services, and they're like, yeah, we come to you because you requested our services, and you're paying us for these services. Don't use our services.
Yeah, well, it was workers' comp too, so that's a whole other bag of worms.
What?
So I was working when I got hurt.
It's not fun. Uber even banned people from getting Ubers to the hospital because people are calling them since they're cheaper and then catching that. No, I guess it depends on a certain scenario. I guess if you're bleeding out everywhere, no, because I Uber and I've had people, I've taken a lot of people to hospitals, not in an emergency sense, but like, maybe they're going to get their checkup and this, that, or appointment. So I think if it's maybe to the emergency room, then probably that, and maybe if they're bleeding all over the place. But no, I've taken a lot of people to the hospital. In emergency.
Yeah, I Ubered home from a surgery, so
a
wrist surgery.
I'm basing my knowledge on what Americans told me. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think if you're bleeding everywhere, or if it's like something that's super bad, then yeah, it's probably best to call the ER. But for most people, they're gonna call an Uber because, unfortunately for us, once you get in that damn ER, the ambulance, you're getting a nice bill, buddy, and it ain't cheap.
So they accidentally tried to bill me for a week in critical care. The bill was $125,000. Each bag of saline was $500 each.
Put me on the floor. Put me. Oh. Thank God
I was like, thank you for insurance. I got that bill. I was like, what the what?
Ooh, they got it. My legs went numb hearing that. You said 100 and what?
$125,000. That was for 1 week in critical care. That was for 1 week.
I see why people want socialized healthcare. Jesus freaking Christ.
Well, see, the thing about socialized healthcare is it's not really socialized healthcare. It's prepaid healthcare because the amount they have to take out of your taxes, right? Yeah. You're still paying for it.
Mm-hmm. And then, depending on what you need, there's a long wait list. So at least, even though don't have me defending the healthcare system, but at least when it comes to certain things, you're in and out. And when it comes to like socialized, depending on what it is, you wait months. Because I've heard a lot of Canadian YouTubers bringing their parents. Lauren Chan was one before the whole Russian thing came out. Her dad, I think, needed assistance with cancer, and they was taking months to bring him in to schedule him, and they came to America, got in and out. So
yeah, and the other thing, they crossed the threshold of 100,000 unalived with the mead service the other day.
What?
Yep, it's been around for 10 years. Canada has been putting down about 10,000 people a year. And there was a report I saw in one article that was saying there was even a lady that backed out, but they did her anyway.
I think I heard.
I am not visiting Canada. As somebody with a disability, I am not visiting Canada because they'd be like, "Hi, welcome to Canada. Welcome to your dirt nap."
Oh, you got a cut? Oh, you can't afford to pay for it? Have you thought about dying today?
Oh yeah, like there was a Paralympian that needed a ramp for their home a while back that there were videos on, and basically they're like, well, we know you've been waiting for a certain amount of time. Can I refer you to maid services instead? And it's like, they just need a ramp. They just need a ramp to their home, and you're trying to what? You're trying to what the what?
I hate for somebody's credit card to decline. Oh my God. Damn.
I know. I'm scared of Canada right now. I'm like, no, I am not going there.
Damn! If I get my arm chopped off, I'm going back to America. No, thank you. I'm good. I got a tourniquet.
It's good. Tighten the belt a little more. It's good.
And I bet you California is on its way with that too, because whatever Canada does, California is right behind it.
California implemented their own healthcare policies, and I had a couple friends. They started canceling their healthcare plans and saying basically, "Oh, you don't make enough. You have to go on the state plan." Even though they liked their health insurance plan, they were getting forced onto the state plan.
What's the state plan? What's wrong with that?
It's kind of like Medicare. Only so many people take it, and they only cover so well. So trying to get in places is hard because only so many doctors take it.
Oh, Ruby Zephyr in Ohio just calling an ambo is just calling them is $500, and riding it was making 4 figures. Jesus, I'm calling the Uber. Damn it, I'm calling myself.
My hubby had to be taken from one hospital to another. They charged $2,500. They were 2 facilities practically side by side.
Oh my! Oh.
They wouldn't let him. They wouldn't let him just transfer from one to the other or like drive or anything like that. It was just for a scan. He just needed a scan, and the hospital we were at didn't have the piece of equipment.
And see,
they're like, "No, you're a patient. You have to transfer by ambulance. $2,500, please."
And see,
one way.
My brother's wife, which is I need to start being more clarify when I call people my brother. I have 2 brothers that have been my friends for the longest, so I consider them family. So I'm so used to calling them brothers. But my brother, which is my homeboy for the longest, his wife works for the hospital, and she even complains saying, "Why are y'all charged?" Like they will go out their way to find things to charge you for. Like she will try to argue with them to say, "No, we don't need to charge them for this. We don't need to charge them for that. We only need to do this. We only need to do that." But nope, hospitals need to make their money. So yeah, they will go out their way to find a reason to charge you. And then a lot of them, they're not necessarily charging you, they're charging your insurance. Because for some people, they can have a surgery and it'll be 2 completely different prices when it's with insurance or when you're paying out of pocket. So a lot of times, if you go to a hospital, let them know I am paying out of pocket. I am not using my insurance, because if you don't, they will do the surgery under the assumption of surgery, and you get that nice bill, and you like, what?
And make sure you get it itemized.
Oh, that too, yeah, itemized. Because like, yeah, I got a hernia.
Yeah, so they don't use the general thing, so they only use what you actually used. Don't let them just pull general amounts for a procedure. If you only needed 1 bag of saline during the procedure and they charge you for 5, because they didn't itemize.
Yeah, that's that. When I go get my hernia done, I'm making sure. Thank you for letting me know to say itemize. Hey, I'm paying in cash and itemize that shit. Because because I remember one time my aunt was on the phone with because she had surgery, she had something done, and they tried to charge her like $500 for the specific needle they used to inject her the IVs or whatnot, and she was like, "You could have just used the basic one. Nobody told you to use this type of needle. What the hell?" And so yeah, them hospitals, and that's why I avoid hospitals like they still have COVID. That unless I'm dying, unless I am turning
every time
in the face.
Every time I have a doctor's appointment, I get sick.
You knew, and
hello.
You do have a question. Shoot, go ahead. And hang on, let me be right. I gotta bleed the lizard right quick. I'll be right back.
Wait, poor lizard? Is the lizard gonna be okay? Hi, K42. How's your day going? Praying for your friends and family. I usually do not do public prayer type things. I do appreciate you asking, and all of that. But it is not my place to do a public prayer. Although I can refer you to an amazing person called Celestium. She loves to do public prayers, and Celestium art.
I'm back, and the lizard is okay. That's I don't know if that's a thing everybody else say, but I know in Texas we say when we gotta go to the restroom we say bleed the lizard. So the lizard is okay.
Okay, that's good.
Hmm. But
Celestia Mart is amazing, and she will pray for you. Um, I do not publicly pray for people because of reasons.
hmm
It's not that I'm trying to be mean. It's just that it's not a thing I do
hmm
because not everybody is of the same faith.
mm, but yeah, whatever you and your family is going through, I do wish them the best, and um I will keep them in my mind, and I don't necessarily pray myself. I'm not a religious person, but Celeste, yeah, I think Starcat put in chat. Actually, I can go ahead and tag her because she is religious and she is Christian, and I think she would be more than happy to pray for you. Mm-hmm. So let me pull
Yeah.
her up on X, and I'll send you. I'll link her X. I don't think I'm following her on my alt account. Let me see if she will pop up because I have been liking some of her. There. Oh, she popped right up. Oh, I am following her.
There you go.
Nice. Oh, you
There you
got her.
go. There's a shout out. There's a shout out.
Nice, nice. And
No, it's one of those things. I know many people of different denominations of the same faith,
mm-hmm.
and one prayer that helps one person may offend another. So I generally don't, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
I do wish you well. I hope your family well. All of that, but it is not my place to lead a religious
Oh.
prayer.
Oh yeah. Their best friend gay to keep it kind of friendly. Game ended themselves on the
Yeah, I
18th. Yeah.
that's very unfortunate, and it's gonna
Yeah.
leave
I'm
a
sorry to
hole in
hear.
your heart. It's gonna leave a hole in your heart, but best you can do is live your best life for them.
Mm-hmm.
Go out, take care of yourself, and
And think about the good memories with them. Don't think about the incident that took place. Don't think about that. Think about the fun times you guys had, the fun stories, the fun events, how y'all met, all that stuff. So don't dwell on the act itself, but think about the good times. And like Starcat says, live for them, live your best life. Try to go out there and if you have purpose in your life, fulfill your purpose, and each time you have a major achievement happen, toss a shout out to them. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think positive, but thanks for the help. It's gonna be a big hole in your heart, but it will heal with time. You just can't dwell on it. If you dwell on it, that's what keeps it open. So the best thing to do is what Starcat has said, and live your best life. You can go out there, accomplish your purpose in life. And like I said, each time you accomplish your purpose, each time you make a major achievement, give a shout out to them. You know, so you'll pull through. I know it sucks. I know it hurts, but you will pull through it. It will heal, and yes, yeah. Sorry, I'm not really. I'm not good at the endings. I'm only good at the saying part, but
yeah,
yeah.
it's a lot of people go through hardships, and losing
Mm-hmm.
a family member or friend is always difficult, but
Yeah.
it's it's an unfortunate part of life that
Yeah.
people cross that rainbow bridge. But if
Mm-hmm.
they didn't, there also wouldn't be enough room for everyone. If everybody that ever existed was still here, there wouldn't be room for babies to grow. So it's unfortunate. So
Mm-hmm.
I wish you the best in your healing.
Same. I wish you the best and good luck to you. Go out there and fulfill your purposes, and go out there and live and party it up. Uh, but on that, I know you mentioned Shoe on Head earlier. Were you about to watch the
Yeah.
Shoe video about the I guess the recent one she did?
Shoe video? What? There's a video about putting a shoe on your head?
That's it.
Wait,
I bet you there's
wait,
one on YouTube. I bet you there's one on YouTube.
hold on, hold on. Where's my shoe? I've lost my shoe. I
Did
have
did you
lost my
check?
shoe.
Did you check your head? It might be there.
Mm, not currently on my head. I'm looking for my shoe. I have lost my shoe. I cannot
Mm-hmm.
put my shoe on my head if I cannot find my shoe.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, to check your if check your foot if it's there.
Hold on. We can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's huge. Okay, hold on. Try and fix it.
That's a
Try and fix it.
mighty shoe.
I know, right? I know, right? It just hold on. We got
My
this.
start.
Hold it.
What big feet you have.
Okay, there we go. Got it. A little bit wiggly.
And here we
Little bit
are,
wiggly.
shoe on head.
We now have shoe on head content for you all. Oop. We now have shoe on head
Nice.
content.
Nice.
It's a little bit wiggly.
She finally became
A
a
little wiggly.
VTuber.
It's a little bit wiggly.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of up there.
That is so cool.
We have to do the camera test. We have to do the camera test. Will it
The
stay
camera test?
if I'm on top of the camera? Do you think it'll say if I'm on top of the camera?
Sure. It might.
It's saying? Is it saying?
Let me see. Yep, it's saying.
Is it saying? It's saying? It's saying?
Yep.
Okay, gravity test. Gravity test works. Over here?
Mm-hmm.
I think we got it. I think we got the shoe on head content. I think we did it. There you go. Lego, 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 Lego.
But yeah, when it comes to like the male versus female, because I know you mentioned earlier with the friends and the 50-50, I think that's pretty much all that is. It's just everybody's scared to date for multiple reasons. For men, mostly it is I don't want to do something that is good, and then it turns into an allegation later. And then mainly is that and finding the wrong one, or the ladies that is hypergamous. And then for females is, I think, mainly for correct me if I'm wrong, but mainly it's just the being used for your body type of situation, and abuse situation, either being used for like sexual things, and then there's the abuse on that end. Is that, am I kind of sort of on point with that, or what have you heard from your
part of the other thing is so that they've been scaring girls in school into not having children, is the best way I can describe it. You get told it'll destroy your body will never be the same again. You practically get fear-mongered into the fact that having a child is going to destroy you. Right? It's like a weird thing. Nobody talks about it, but like you go through a health class, they're like, oh yeah, and you're gonna get these stretch marks and your body's gonna shift like this, and you add the social pressures of makeup and wanting to look good and all that on top of the whole fact that, oh, by the way, if you have a baby, it's gonna destroy you. It's like,
I could dispel that lie, because I have a family member. I used to call it the snapback, and this woman, she popped out like 2 kids, and her body just snapped right back to you. You could not tell for the longest that she had children.
Yeah, and everybody's different, right? So, some people are impacted by pregnancies differently and whatnot. I had an aunt that had 5 kids. I have a sister-in-law that had like 8 kids, and they look great. They look absolutely great. So it's one of those things. They make it sound a lot more scary than it is. But they're aiming this at junior high and high school kids, and then the prime childbearing age for women is actually like 18 to 28, technically on paper. Like if you're older than 30, they start calling it high risk.
Yeah. It's high risk at 30 to 35, and then it's geriatric from 35 and the rest now. And a lot of women.
My stepsister had her oldest, or her most recent one, at 44.
Sheesh. Nice.
I'm like,
That's
sister, what are you doing?
she got the
That poor
fountain.
kid.
She got the fountain of life. But yeah,
Uh,
and then when you hit your 40s, that's when what ADHD, I think, or what is it, the
uh,
not the ADHD, it's
uh,
Down
I can't
syndrome. Down
remember how they
syndrome.
classify all of them.
It's Down syndrome. It's that one is a lot a risk
A
too.
lot
It's
more
Down syndrome.
prevalent. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. So and a lot of females take offense to that when men say that it's not. No, it's not men's trying to be pervs and date the youngest chick that they legally can. Is mainly because that's what I explain to when I have those, because every family, every Thanksgiving, I dread going to my aunt's house because why are you single? This, that, the third. Why you don't date this type of chick? This, that, the third. And I have to break it down. Luckily, after I break it down and explain it to them, they like, oh, okay. But I still got to go through the motion of this is why I want to date a female in her 20s. This is why I don't want to date a female that's obese. Is mainly for because I want children. I want multiple children. I want at base 2. If your boy got it and the wallet looking happy, 3. Now if I just got the money in the bag like that, then I'm willing to pump into my wife as many as she's willing to push out. So
Oh,
that's
hubby's lucky I can't have children. We'd be on like 7 right now, on our way to 8. He's lucky. I have a birth defect, so I can't. But if I
mm.
didn't have a birth defect, oh man, I would have all the babies. I would not be a VTuber. I would be a full-time mom.
Mm. Nah, I feel you, and that's another thing too, because a lot of women are checked from the career aspects of they want to do their career, so they don't want to they're being brainwashed into thinking, oh, you can have your career first, and then you can have your children, and that doesn't happen as well either because they do the what is it, the IVF, that's what they've been tricked. Why would you want that many? You'll be shocked on how many children like back in the day. Like let me tell you, my grandma, she had like 14 children. Like back in the day, your grandma was
I love
pumping out
babies.
kids. Hmm. And
Oh man.
I like the idea of having a big family, but right now I just want two kids if I'm able to. And like I said, if the bank account is there and the money is straight at the max 3. But like I said, if my chips are stacked and my pockets are deep, like I said, I'm willing to pump out as many as she's willing to push. So yay.
I
But
love
it's
baby kittens. I love
mm-hmm.
baby kittens. Because
but
kittens are cute.
But until then, mainly I'm just focused on getting my wallet right, getting my life together, and then uh, hopefully if I find somebody on the way there, hell yeah. If not, then yeah. So that's me personally. That's why I'm not really dating right now. And then plus I gotta find a female that's into anime because yeah, I got an apartment full of figurines. So
Well,
that.
the friendship is important for compatibility, and a lot of people try and skip they try and skip the friendship and they go straight like to the physical phase
Mm-hmm.
anymore. It's like you have all these dating sites and they're practically just used for hookups. Is the
Yes.
best way I can describe it. And so they skip the getting to know you phase. They go straight for the physical phase. They like the physical aspect of it. They keep going with the physical aspect of it. And
Mm-hmm.
then they get to a point where now they're living in the same house and they find out they're completely incompatible because they
Yeah,
didn't become friends first.
it's the whole lust aspect of it. I mean, even though I know, because people say, "Oh, you can't take advice from a single person because what do they know? They're single," and it's like some people are single for a reason. To me, when I tell folks when it comes to relationships, it's built off of mainly 4 pillars: communication, trust, intimacy, and then sex. You have to be able to communicate with each other. You have to build the trust. You have to be able to build communication, and then the intimacy aspect of it. How are you guys hanging out outside of the bedroom? How do you guys spend quality time with each other? How do you guys bond? How do you guys release the oxytocin chemical other than sex? That's
It's a
how you
team
do it.
effort.
Yeah,
It's a team effort.
and it's
You know,
communicate. Oh, go ahead. Oh, go ahead. Because I can. Yeah.
each relationship is 50-50. And I don't mean as in like, oh, you're giving 50% of the money, you're giving 50% of the money. No, it's 50% of the effort of the relationship is held up by each side. It doesn't matter whether you're a homemaker trying to keep up the home, it doesn't matter whether you're both working. You both have to be invested in it, you both have to want
Mm-hmm.
it to work. And nobody gets along 100% of the time. Nobody agrees
Yes.
100% on anything. You have to be
Yes.
willing to work through those misunderstandings and not, you know, nuke the home every time that there is a misunderstanding that you don't agree
Mm-hmm.
on.
Yeah, a lot of
So it
problems can be fixed through simply communications. I'm sorry to interrupt.
yeah, it's a team effort. It really
Mm-hmm.
is. Like a hubby and I all the time, we're like, you know what we are? We're a team. We got this. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. That's all it is. It's literally a partnership without the stipulation of partnership. Because how the way partnership is using now is, we're like business
Oh, oh, oh,
partners.
oh,
That's how
oh,
they
oh,
that's how they
that way.
treat partnerships with relationship. It's like we're business partners. It's no, you're not. You're actually together because y'all are trying to become one unit, and that's the thing that people don't understand. And yes, I hate dating apps too. I stopped. Get off dating apps. They're trash. They're only in it for the money. And yeah, what you mentioned earlier, I think it was Hinge that actually told women to stop being celibate and stop. You got to start putting out. That was funny because the men stopped paying for the apps. And yeah,
Um,
they're nothing but money. One, there's not enough women on there for men. A lot of them are AI. And then two, they punish you because you're not paying for it. So they really they limit your options.
mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah, the dating sites are weird too, right? Like, you know, 90% of the women go for the top 10% of men, and then like 90% of the men go for like the top 50% of women. Like the metrics from one side to the other, uh,
Mm-hmm.
both sides are using different yardsticks basically for measuring things up.
Yeah. Well, how I describe it, men have a range, women has a type. That's why you see most women go after the top 10 and not realizing that you're being shared amongst many women because once you're dealing with a guy who's in the top 10, top 5, don't get me started in the top 1%, why commit where I can have a lot of you? I can replace you at any moment. Like, those type of guys don't see you as a person. They likely do see you as a vehicle. I'm going to get the younger model. I'm going to get the newer model. Why commit to you, especially when sex has now been um it's never is because back in the day you had to actually work for sex. You actually had to commit to the person for sex. Now that sex is just being open willy-nilly, why commit? I already got what I want.
How's the phrase go? Why buy the cow when you can get milk for free?
Exactly. If I can get the milk, why buy the cow? You know, I'm
Want to
sorry.
know how hubby won me over?
How?
His big giant kind heart. He was just himself. He was
Mm-hmm.
just his sweet self, and we just kept chatting and became friends, and it was amazing. So my VTuber big sister Akuma Miko,
Mm-hmm.
her fiance actually came out of her community, and they just kept chatting and getting to know each other, and things went really well. And same thing happened there.
Nice.
Like it was friendship first, right?
Rare chatter
Friendship
W.
first.
Nice,
Mhm.
nice, nice. And that's the thing. And that's not to discourage y'all. Please, like both men and female, please write down what you want in a person, and don't have too high standards. Like like me, because I know I was talking to one girl a few days ago. She was like, "Oh, that's kind of light." It's like, no, I mean, well, being a decent person, that's vague as hell. But my type of female don't take themselves too serious. I don't like females that's way serious. I describe it like with Nanis, Kirsha, and Shoe on Head, and respects to Shoe on Head and Nanis husbands. Not getting at them. I'm just saying the type of females I'm into because I don't like females that take themselves too serious, and you got to be like a 5 in the look departments. You got to be at least cute. And pretty much just be a decent person. Be interested in what I'm interested in. Don't try to change me, and don't try to say, "Oh, yeah, I'm cool with these anime figurines. Now that we're dating, get rid of them." It's like, wait, well, what? Like,
So
no, like,
wiggly.
mm-hmm. because that's what I'm gonna do when I'm dating you. I'm gonna partake in what you got. Like, if you like to read, let's go read. If you like to go for walks, let's go for walks. If you like to farm, let's do that. Is basically, I might not like it, or I might not. That's not my that may not be my type of thing, but I will partake in it if that's your thing, and that's where I expect from me. You might not like it,
And
but
the other thing is, people shouldn't be expected to be at the other's beck and call 100% of the time. Yeah,
yes.
sometimes somebody just wants to go chill and read for a bit on their own, or
Mm-hmm.
you know, everybody needs some space time sometime, right? Everybody needs some them time.
Yeah.
And that's one of the other weird things that's popped up is that some people I've seen that get in relationships, it's just like 100% of the time, all me, you, here, now, demand,
Mm-hmm.
time, head pat, instant. No, you're not going anywhere else. You have to be here this moment. And it's just
Mm-hmm.
like, why do you think he's gonna stick around if you won't even let him breathe air? You
Mm-hmm.
gotta let him breathe air.
But don't get me wrong, I love me some Kirsha. I want to be that Fox woman's husband. Even I would get even I would get tired of that woman. Be like, lady, I'm getting tired of seeing your face go somewhere, or
If
I'm
that
gonna
were
go
ever to
somewhere.
happen, all I request is you get her to stop eating 3-day-old Costco hot dogs from the back of her car, okay?
I could try, but that woman, she upgraded from a 3 day old Costco to a trunk pizza.
Trunk pizza?
She her latest, I think it was her latest vacation she took. She bought a pizza, put it in the trunk, forgot it was in the trunk, got hungry, remembered, oh, I have a pizza, opened the trunk and ate it. I think she probably microwave. No, she don't believe in microwave, so I think she found a way to reheat it, and then yeah, she ate pizza from the trunk.
Uh, 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 no. 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 No, 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 no.
Welcome to the cursed
No.
knowledge of Kirsha.
Oh, I guess I don't know much about her, honestly, other than people get mad at her and she likes to eat random things.
No, actually, yes, on the random things. No, she actually has a texture autism, so she really don't eat too. She's super picky, and she really don't eat that much stuff because she's super picky. But yeah, the times when she does eat something, it is hella weird. And it's like chat argue with Kirsha all the time. We love her to death, but we hate her food choices. But no,
Um,
Kirsha.
I,
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
I'll raw dog a Costco hot dog all day long. I'll double dog those things. Hubby will get me 2 of them. I'll have one in each hand. I'll be like, hum, hum, hum. No condiments, like no ketchup, no mustard, no relish, no condiments. Just boom, straight down the throat hole. I will raw dog those Costco hot dogs. I love them
I
so
hate
much.
I hate that Costco is pay to play because I would try one of the Costco because it was you and somebody else that was talking about Costco hot dogs. I was like, all right, I got to try that, but I'm not trying to pay a monthly subscription to go try.
It's yearly. It's yearly.
Oh,
But the
yearly.
thing is, you would save so much money because the other thing they have is they have like $5 rotisserie chicken, a whole ready to eat cooked rotisserie chicken, like
Oh,
like $5. And then the
nice.
Costco hot dog is a quarter pound all beef hot dog, and you get a
Mm.
drink, $1.50. $1.50. That's it.
Oh wow, that's cheap.
Yeah, and so
Okay.
basically you get the year membership,
Hmm.
and if you go regularly, you actually do save a lot of money if you actually use all the benefits.
Yeah, it's better that
So
you buy in bulk too. So, a lot of people think because it's a higher price tag that is more expensive. Actually, no, you come out a lot cheaper buying in bulk than you do. And then how the way they because I didn't know there was a thing because I did a financial course where you look at the unit price because if you look at a sticker, it shows you the price of the sticker, and then it
yeah.
shows another price that's in like maybe $1.50 an ounce. Look
Mhm.
at that because that's selling you like maybe yeah you might be spending more money here, but you're actually getting a better value with this other price versus the best example I can do it with the Dunn dish soap spray.
Mhm.
If you buy the single one is $3, but if you buy the double pack, it's $9. If you try to buy two single ones, it's actually more expensive to buy the 2 single ones because it's $3 and some change versus the $9 ones because it's I think it's $10 flat out versus the other one where you buying like if you buy two of them it's like $11 or something like that. And I was like, oh my, and it's bigger,
We
go
got the
ahead.
food service foil thing, which
Mm-hmm.
was like 3 times, 4 times the cost of like the Reynolds wrap you get in the
Yeah,
grocery store. And we've been using that for 5 years and it's maybe half gone. And then same
nice.
thing with the plastic wrap too, because they have those
Mm-hmm.
big giant food service ones. And then the Kirkland toilet paper, top tier.
Yeah.
That stuff is amazing and in bulk. And then their bottled water is also really good
Mm-hmm. And I explained
and
that
really
wrong
cheap.
too because the soap is actually the one that's in the double pack is actually bigger than the singles. So not only are you getting a bigger bottle, you're getting the bigger one for cheaper than you would getting the 2 smaller bottles. So that's one thing I found out. And yeah, when I can I buy in bulk, and when I can I try to find money to save elsewhere.
I'm still I still got the shoe. I still got the shoe. Oh, now the shoe fell. Shoe fell.
You dropped the shoe. No, no
I
more
was on a
shoe
streak. I was
no
on a
more
streak.
no more shoe on head content. No.
No more shoe. No more shoe. We've
No
run out of
more
shoe on head
shoe.
content. We've run on shoe on.
That's it. That's it, Chad. It's game over. Game over, man. Game over. But basically, to fall back to because I can derail a conversation. But basically that's it. And another thing too, people are not willing to help the other person out. I know one. I saw it on YouTube. One girl, she talked about her marriage. They actually did get engaged, but they used that engagement as time to get their finances together on both ends because both of them was in a hole. So
Mhm.
they said, okay, so what can we pay off first and fastest? And they worked as a team and they put their money together to pay off the debt. And then once they finally got it paid off, that's when they had their actual wedding. But they didn't even do like a fancy wedding. They went to the court and they got married. But then they used all the money they saved and built up over the time of paying off the debt to do a nice honeymoon as a congratulations to not only their marriage but to also getting themselves out of debt. A lot of people don't
Are
want to
you
do that
ready
as
for a
well.
shock? Are you ready for a shock?
Go ahead.
She's about. Thank you for the head pads. She's about 22-ish. One of my nieces. She's in college. She got married and had a big extravagant wedding.
Nice.
She's not had a job a day in her life.
Oh.
She's $100,000 in debt.
Oh, it was the wedding.
The wedding was like $50K. The degree she's currently at $50K.
In the college is the wedding in the college too. Oh.
Yeah. So 50-50.
Literally 50-50.
No, thank you.
And back.
Yeah.
Hey, laugh. I guess did our stream die? Somewhere. Cause somebody's saying that we're not live. It looks good on my end.
I'm still live on my side.
Yeah. I still see chat coming in. So
Yeah, I still see you. I still see us.
maybe on. Oh no. Maybe. Did I die on Kick?
Yeah, maybe.
It's still saying I'm live. Let me. Double the cat. Yeah, I'm still live, so I don't know.
You've got Cat Girl for about 15 more minutes, and then I turn into a pumpkin because I have to take meds.
Okay. No, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah. Oh. Okay, got hit with the emotes. But yeah, a lot of people are not willing to help each other out. It's they want to meet somebody who's already there at the finish line, and I mean, yeah, you want to do that, but at the same time, if you do meet somebody, they won't value you as much as you helping them out or you being there. It's basically the whole basketball thing. You wasn't helping me dribble, so why should I give you what I got, or why should I be fully committed to you? You know.
Different people can be good at different things, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you can have someone that's good at, working and has a higher paid job. You could have somebody that's
Mm-hmm.
better at taking care of the household. You can have somebody that's better at yard work. Can have somebody that's better at shopping and finances.
Mm-hmm.
Play to each side's strengths, and everybody puts
Yeah.
effort in. Everything works out.
Yeah. So I
So
mean, like,
it's a team effort.
like me, I wouldn't be offended or I wouldn't be what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, I wouldn't object to get into a relationship. Let's say if I get into the relationship with a popular VTuber, whatever, and she is the breadwinner. I wouldn't be opposed to that, and like if anything, I would be the boyfriend manager. I would try my best to help her, keep the streams going, whatever she need. Do she need me to set her alarms? Do she need me to cook for her? Do she need me to go get her coffee? Do she need me to balance? Even though I need to balance my own wallet, but do she need me to balance the books? It's a partnership, and like I said, while I'm doing that, I'll be doing my part to try to get on the same level as her, to where now I'm the breadwinner. But no, as long as she don't treat me as though I'm listening to her, then I am 100% fine with my woman making more than me. You know.
I hate to play the statistic game, but there are two really big statistics in relationships.
Yeah.
One is that age needs to be within 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
And two, you're more likely to meet somebody local than somebody far away
Mm-hmm.
that actually works. And those are two really, really big statistics. Long distance relationships fail a lot, and they're underreported on top of it. So
Yeah.
there are a lot more long distance relationships, even if they're like an emotional fling for a week, a month, or whatever it is, until two people like have an argument online or whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
that just never get reported into, average statistics, shall we say. And so your chances of meeting a real long time relationship are a lot better in person at,
Mm-hmm.
if you're in college, maybe meeting somebody at college, maybe meeting somebody at church. If you go to church, maybe meeting somebody at work. It's just a lot of different things.
Yeah, and also your the next best pay is your employee, at work, but be careful with that, because
Yeah, something goes wrong at work. And
hmm so if you're
one
actually
thing
gonna,
that
mm,
one thing that is really frustrating is the vilification of somebody once there's a breakup. Like they break up, things aren't working, they're mad, like one side is kind of sabotaging or not.
hmm
And I will honestly say, I think when there's a breakup, girls are probably nastier than the guys are. Like guys can be nasty, that they can be physically ingy, but oh man, us girls will hold a grudge forever.
oh
So
yeah,
if you look at how guys get angry, they get angry in a hurry, right?
hmm
A guy can get mad in a hurry in a bar, get into a fight with somebody, and then 10 minutes later they're drinking a beer with a guy they were just angry at in a fight. Girls get angry slower, but we hold it much, much longer.
hmm
And so if that kind of anger builds up and a relationship shatters, girls tend to be a lot nastier for a lot longer and hold on to the rage a lot longer than guys. It's just part of nature, and
yeah,
how little hormonal emotions work. And the other part that happens with that is guys have developed in a way where they can be solitary creatures. They can go out and hunt on their own, evolutionary speaking. And us women, we're more social creatures. We're in a pack. We're at home. We're with the village. We're gathering or doing things locally, protecting the children as a pack for safety. Right? Women are a pack animal. Guys are kind of a solitary hunter, and
it's
it's an evolutionary thing to protect the tribe.
yeah,
But if somebody scorns the tribe, then for the sake of the pack, you have to excommunicate whoever scorned, and everybody has to jump in on it. And that's like the whole bandwagon mentality, right?
hmm
And so that culturally is very different from guys to girl, just because of instinct
but
developments.
and that's how it was back in the day. It was all about community, because they said it takes a village to raise a child. and that's how it was. You know, you had the church. The church had a strong presence in people's lives. People had a strong respect for their parents, and basically that's why it was quite hard for like a harlot or a woman of the oldest job. A woman that's what do they call it, Jezebel. It was hard for them to move around because once it gets found out that you're a Jezebel, you had to leave town. You can't come back because people felt that way, that strong about family and
Mhm.
unionship. Um, when it comes to where I was trying to pin that. I hate when I go
Hey,
off.
Kitso, welcome. Hi, hi. There you go.
Uh, where was I pinned that? You said something and it jumped. God dang it! I need my coffee. You said
You need
something.
your coffee.
I was gonna bounce off of it, but I got hyped on. I got hooked on the village aspect of it.
Mhm. But yeah, guys are kind of hunters and can go out and handle like on their own,
Oh,
right?
that's what it was. That's what it was. When it comes to that, yeah, guys, this the saying, or I can't really say it because it's the Bible quote, but it's better to live on a corner of a roof of a house than to live with a quarrelsome. The Bible says wife, but I say quarrelsome woman, and that's why we have the situations that we have in now. Men are separating themselves and picking solitude because it's peace. At
Mhm.
the end of the day, is we don't have to worry about a lot of the negatives that could come from a quarrelsome woman. Not saying all women, but saying a. But unfortunately, with everything that's going on right now, it's getting harder and harder to decipher which lady is good and which one is the quarrelsome one. And this is why I try to tell some dudes to it's very you have to pay attention to body language. Don't listen to what a woman says. Listen to what she does. Go by her action, not by her words, and you can see clearly what her intentions is all about. And then, like what you saying earlier, it's best to be friends because people. I'm saying people, not women, both men and female. People can pretend for a long time, and as soon as you give them what they want, you'll see this. You'll see the real them. Because when it comes to the beginning of any relationship, you're becoming friends with their representative. You're getting into a relationship with their representative. You're not getting that friendship or that relationship with the actual person. You don't see that until months, maybe years down the road.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, it's people can put on a face for a long period of time. I know I know when I got into VTubing, I know a lot of people put up a front. I know a lot of people put up a face,
Mm-hmm.
and I got in this to just be me, right? To
Yeah.
make friends and all of that. I've tried to be open and honest the best I can,
Mm-hmm.
and all that kind of stuff. And it's nice and it's liberating to just be your open, honest self
Yeah.
for the most part. But I see a lot of people that put up these different faces, and they kind of abuse
Mm-hmm.
people. I've seen a couple of YouTubers that string multiple guys along at the same time and make them think they all have a chance at a relationship, and
Oh
meanwhile
yeah.
essentially they're just farming,
Popping
like,
it well. Mm-hmm.
gifts and subs and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so upsetting. It is so upsetting because you know I have a lot of guys in my family. That could be my brother. That could be my uncle. That could be my
Yep.
cousin that's just getting led on and milked for money. And that would upset the
Mm-hmm.
heck out of me. And
That's
so I started off very open, very, very open about the fact that
mm-hmm.
I'm married. I am happily married. I'm here to be a friend. I try not to make my art too
Lewd.
risque.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I try and keep fairly modest with all my art because that my intention is not to be attracting a potential mate. I want to be somebody's online friend.
Or the
But
parasocial relationship as well, because you might not try to
mhm,
people might not try to do the dating, but they might be parasocial to where they're not dating, but at the same time they still have a form of ownership over you. So that's another
mhm.
thing you want to avoid too. But go ahead, I interrupted. Go ahead.
but but the other thing with that is that it's some women have found that they can abuse that loneliness, that
Mm-hmm.
seeking of connection,
Yeah.
and it's very unfortunate. And a person being a good person isn't a guy thing. It's not a girl thing. I mean, for girls taught from very young ages, guys are dangerous. Don't go out alone. If you go to the bathroom, take somebody with you. If you go to your car, always watch your back and, have pepper spray and all of this, right? So girls are taught to fear guys from a very young age. And then guys are now being taught to fear women
Mm-hmm.
because they might report you to HR, they might blow you up on social media and make you lose your job, they might this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
So culture is developing to make guys and girls literally fear each other. And you know what happens when that happens? No babies.
Population. Mm-hmm.
No babies. and,
I
and what are
think.
we going through right now? No babies.
Yeah, I think that's maybe a government thing, or a way to try to control us to keep us from populating. And it's harder to control a family unit because you're not gonna let for most men, especially when they have a wife, when they have children, I'm not gonna let you think you can do whatever you want with my family. So I think that's another reason. That's one reason to keep us separated. And then two, they have they can tax both sides. They can tax both parties. And once you only can tax men, but now they can tax women and men. And so now women are now in a cognitive, basically the cognitive whatever's in this machine. I can't say the word right now. Damn it.
Cog in the machine.
Yeah, cognitive machine. And now they're being told to fear men, as you say, fear men, fear having children, fear marriage. Marriage is you're a slave to a man. You're a baby maker to a man. You're nothing but meat. You're nothing but product. You're not your own individual. And with men, we're being taught to, like you said, oh, she'll report you to HR. A simple hi can be harassment to the police, or you could be on Instagram, on social media, getting blown up. They're gold diggers. They only want you for your money. This, that, and the third. Don't get me started with divorce court. Um,
Oh man.
yeah, so that's why a lot of men are picking. A lot of men are checking out. A lot of men are saying, "Well, hey, the PlayStation, the Xbox, the my computer is more pleasant than a woman." And
I want to give you an interesting statistic to look into that I learned about.
yeah,
Um, if you look at the homeless population of men,
mm-hmm,
find out how many of them are behind on their child support. Because if you're on in the child support system, you're
mm-hmm.
only allowed to have so much in your bank account, and a lot of the amounts were set back in the 1970s.
Yeah, a lot
Um,
of things are done in the 1970s. They haven't sped up to
so
current times.
so it'll be like you can only have $1,000 in your bank account. Well, you look in places like New York or California
Mm-hmm.
or some places in Texas, you can't get a one room apartment for $1,000. So they can't physically have enough in their bank account to even have a one bedroom apartment. They end up on the
Mm-hmm.
street. Well, once they're on the street, they don't have an address. They can't maintain themselves to keep a job, and then they get caught in this cycle where they're stuck on the street.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those things. A lot of the laws in that regard, um, they're a good idea at the time, but they're also not. They're not structured in a way to adapt with the times. Like as inflation happens, as all that happens, they aren't set up in a way to where they adjust with average U.S. income or average state income. They're just a flat rate set amount, and
Mm-hmm.
the value of a dollar changes over time. So you got a lot of people being held down and held on the street. It's happened to my stepdad had to fight through child support stuff. My hubby did a bit. I've got cousins that have been fighting through child support stuff. They'll work 40 hours a week and they're not making enough because even though they're behind a little bit, if they don't have the full amount paid up current, then they start pulling money out of their bank account if it's over a certain
Mm-hmm.
amount. And then they don't have money for rent, so they can't even survive themselves to continue working to pay things out. And that is a nasty, nasty thing that is very much against guys when it comes to child support. Like if
Mm-hmm.
you've ever seen that system, if I were a guy, I would be scared to death of ever, getting a divorce with
I
children.
haven't I haven't seen it, but I've heard several men's stories on it, and yeah, it's not pretty. One of my homies that I used to work with, he used to live in Colorado, and Colorado was fair because they said, look, we can't take money out of the house to take care of one child and not the other. But he moved to Texas, and Texas don't give a damn. Texas like, hey, you got children that needs to be paid. They don't care. And his baby mom found that out, so she filed child support in Texas, and he's been getting bled dry ever since. And I've seen that check. No matter how you flip it, it is not pretty. And to see that man go through what he go through,
Mhm.
oh, it hurt me. And I'm not even, like I said, I don't even have children, not even married, and it hurt me.
Yeah, yeah, it's one of those things they need to go through, and they need to look at amounts and totals and sort it out to be reasonable, because you have to have a roof over your head, you have to have food, and you have to have a way to get to work. And one of the fun things that they do, for guys that are behind on child support, they
Hmm.
suspend their driver's license. How are they supposed to get to work if they suspend the driver's license?
Yep.
That's one of the ones I found the most ridiculous. So there was a paperwork mistake, and they thought that my stepdad hadn't been paying his child support when he had. They had just been
Hmm.
processing it under a different account with a similar name. So
Mm.
so they were applying it to the wrong account. And so they suspended his license without telling him. He got pulled over for a speeding ticket, and because he was driving on a suspended license, it
Yeah.
got escalated. He got arrested on the spot, the car got impounded, and all this other stuff.
Which is
And
more
then
money.
it took forever to sort out. Had to pay to get the car out, had to prove that there was a mistake, and deal with the lawyer and get the extra charges dropped of driving on a suspended license, and
Hmm.
all that extra financial headache because of a clerical mistake that resulted in losing his driver's license. Fortunately, the judge was very kind. They're like, this tactic, they are not allowed to, take your driver's license again after doing this, basically. So even if he had gotten behind again in the future, they wouldn't have been able to use that tactic. But he lost his job for a little bit, and he
Hmm.
did get behind at one point, and they kept taking all the money in the bank account.
Yep.
He was 2 months behind. He was 2 months behind,
And
and they were taking all the money in the bank account. And they make it sound like you're the worst deadbeat on the planet in the letters and
hmm.
everything, because they let me read the letters. And it's like, wait, if the state pays the person receiving the child support anyway, then why are you making it sound like they're not supporting their kids when the mom is still getting the money? You're at this point, it's just the state wanting the state's money.
Yep. Yeah, yeah, because a lot of people didn't know that, but the state actually makes money off child support too. When you paying your child support, you're not paying that full balance. That full balance is not going to your baby mother. A part of that is going to the government itself, because that's how the courts get paid. That's why they're so eager to push child support onto the men and not balance it off, or balance it, or make care 50-50. Because if they made care 50-50, they wouldn't be able to get so much money off of men. And that's why Kentucky, I think it was Kentucky, maybe Florida, and another state that did 50-50 split, and divorce rate dropped significantly, especially in
Yeah,
Kentucky. Because when you take out the basically when you remove the incentives to break a marriage, people tend to not to break them. And unfortunately, I have to say women, because 50% of marriages ends in divorce, and 70% of them are filed by women. And most of them are irreconcilable differences, like maybe finances. Mainly it's finances, but they don't hold them down to say, tell the truth. Why are you divorcing? So they try to put irreparable differences to make themselves not look bad, but mainly it's finances. And one of the thing first thing they go to, because I even heard this in family members that I've eavesdropped on, like, oh, you gonna take him to child support? Oh, you gonna try to file this? You gonna try to file that? And it's like, damn, what did the guy do? And usually the guy didn't do nothing. He just woke up one day, not happy, bye.
So here's an interesting thing. 55% of marriages end in death. 45% of marriages end up in divorce.
Oh, 45, so it dropped.
Mhm. But the interesting thing is 60% of second marriages fail and 73% of third marriages fail.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounds bad, right? 55% of marriages ending in death. That's actually a good statistic. That means they were married their whole life. That means they were married their whole life.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, that's what you want. You want marriages to last a lifetime, because that's or in the vows, till death do us part. And that's what I take, and that's why, another reason why I take dating serious, because I want to find a woman that's going to be with me for the rest of my life, and that's willing to work, through things, and I don't have to worry about no, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna get a prenup. I don't care, but I don't have to worry about it, because you know basically the prenup is just, it's like an insurance. It's there, but I don't want to use it. That's pretty much how I see it.
Yeah, it relationships and dating is in a really weird place. And the other thing with like distance dating is you're going to have people in different cultures, like different regional cultures, right? And it's very interesting to see how. So when I was in California, a lot of guys would try and date out of the state just because the culture of women in other states was easier for them to handle, if that makes sense.
No,
And
it's MGTOW essentially.
So it was really interesting to see how many friends actually would like try and date somebody one state over, even though they had to drive 2-3 hours. Like they would still try and date somebody in driving distance, but they were literally looking out of state. And then some were like, I can't do American Girls anymore, and they started like
Passport bros.
taking trips to the Philippines, meeting people in the Philippines. It's like, oh wow,
yeah, that's
like they started travel. Yeah, that's scary. That is scary though.
Yeah, that's the MGTOW movement. But first and foremost, it's hard to explain. But first and foremost, when I say this, women are women first, and they're women everywhere, no matter where you go. If feminism is, don't get me wrong, why is that scary? Because it's getting to a point to where men feel as though that they have to go to another country to date or to find a suitable woman versus American women, and that's hurting us, because like I said, we're not dating, so birth rates are declining, and then people are going to another country to find their women, and then a lot of these countries are picking up on that. So a lot of those men are getting robbed. They're not doing their research, so a lot of those men are getting robbed. They're getting killed.
Oh, South Korea. There's like big like South Korea fishing schemes, or what do they call it, catfishing, where they think they're interacting with a girl, and it's actually a team of guys. And some of the new AI stuff is wild, because it is starting to look realistic. Like a guy can like essentially VTube themselves in an AI generated female body that looks crazy realistic with the right service, and they're fooling people with that. And so they catfish. They're like, oh yeah, meet me at the airport in South Korea. They get there, they're never heard from again, or they're essentially told, empty your bank account or else you're not going home. It's wild.
And don't get me wrong, it's nothing wrong.
Hey, Spectre.
If you find somebody, what's up, Spectre? If you find somebody outside of the country, by all means, we had a chatter earlier. Their partner is in another country. It can work, It's just where people default to, okay, I'm gonna go to the Philippines, I'm gonna go to Japan, I'm gonna go to Korea, China. When you default to that, instead of saying, okay, let me Let me find a lady that's in my city, or hell, the next state over. When you have that starting to happen, that's a bad sign because Japan has a population decline. South Korea has a population decline. A lot of these areas. Don't get me started with China. China, the CCP is literally begging their citizens to have babies, and it's not happening. And they even offering up programs and all that stuff. And soon that's going to be America. Like, they're not talking about it now, but once the whole immigration thing fixes itself, America is going to be like, hey, people, we need y'all to start popping out babies because the replacement rate is scary low. We
Oh,
we
the
have
other
to
thing,
decline
look at housing costs. Look at housing costs too.
Oh
The
man,
financial strain. The financial strain is
no,
absurd. Simply
woo,
go and look at housing cost over time. It is
mm-hmm.
so far above the inflation rate. It's
Oh my
absolute
god.
insanity.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. My
Mm.
mom bought her home for $50,000. It's a 3-bed, 1-bath starter home. Well, it's not even a starter home because it's all bricked up. Her house is now almost triple that price. When I was shopping for a house, I found starter homes. They wanted 300,000 for a starter home, not bricked. It was framed, and the only thing it was the 3-bed, 2-bath. And it didn't even have a yard. My mom has a yard. That you can run and get tired. Well, I used to hate mowing my mom's lawn. That's how big her yard is. For $50,000, you can't get that no more because now they're building mini mansions on top of everything. They want all the houses to be 2 stories, and yeah, 50K starter. Yeah, you have it good. My down payment was 50K. Ooh. Jesus Christ. And that's
Yeah,
and that's when you and that's not even including
I think.
HOAs and all that. Now in
Yeah.
Texas, we have HOAs and we have pit and mud. So what you was paying with HOA, they found a way to separate that. So now you're paying for both HOA
Oh,
and you're paying the amenities separate.
yeah,
And that was for
that's wild.
1,100 square foot. Oh my god.
So my great grandfather built a home in Southern California,
Mm-hmm.
and he got the land and the materials like less than $25,000 built this home. And then years and
Sheesh.
years and years and years later, like years and years later,
Mm-hmm.
he passed it to my grandfather. And when my grandfather passed, it was $1 million home.
Yep.
And it was a small cabin. But like
My,
when they built homes back then, they were tiny. This
mm-hmm.
thing was like it was barely 2 bedrooms, and they were the tiniest bedrooms you've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they had sold off the yard around it over time, which became a subdivision because it
Yep.
was originally a farm. And so you just have this little like 2 bedroom kitchen, 1 bathroom, little maybe 1,000 square foot place with almost no yard.
Mm-hmm.
$1 million. $1 million.
Yep.
Uh,
My
it
mom's house
it
will be
made no
over $1 million.
sense.
My mom's house, if
Oh,
you was to
what's
put her house in Texas, I mean, take it from Texas to California, it will probably be 1.5, maybe $2 million because not only the house, it's the house and the land she has.
oh, what was more wild was the taxes they had to pay on it when it after they sold it because it was like estate and then there was
Mm-hmm.
like sales tax because it's like California and all that other
Yep.
stuff. But like
Oh.
the taxes in California are wild. But basically, it, it got it got down to where it wasn't much that the family got after everything and all the expenses that they had to do because before they could
Mm-hmm.
sell it they also had to bring it current,
Yep.
and it was a couple $100,000 to bring it current. They had to take a loan out against the future value of the house to bring it
Mm-hmm.
current to be allowed to sell it.
Yep. You got to change all the copper pipings to PVC, the rewirings, all that. Maybe the roof, all that. And yeah,
Yeah,
just to sell it, just to come out. Maybe you broke
earthquake
even.
refits.
Mm-hmm. All that stuff because I know that's one of the things that I'm gonna have to face with my mom's house. Her house, the plumbing is all copper, so we would have to switch it to PVC because she wants to get work done on her bathroom. She wants to add a jet tub to it, and they told her like, "Ma'am, it's gonna be a lot because we have to bring your pipes up to current. We literally can't. One, we can't. Well, you still find like copper stuff, but it's hard. It's getting harder and harder to find. But they will have to. I think by law they have to bring your house up to current status. They can't work on your house, and they can't switch out everything and not do the pipes. They have to do it. And
Yeah, they
even
spend thousands of dollars just on permitting, just to
mhm.
get permits to do the work.
Her fuse box is so old. There is literally one area in the DFW that has the fuses that she has for her fuse box. And the last time she went to go get that fuse, they were scared because they couldn't find it. They found it, but it was the last one. So that's even happening. I'm like, ooh, and people try to tell her. Well, my mom, she's very fugal. I love her to death, but she's very fugal. But people are trying to tell her, "Ma'am, you're gonna have to replace that fuse box. Ma'am, you're gonna have to replace this. Ma'am, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. It still works." Now oof. I hate to see that bill. I hate to see that bill.
So I do need to ask you, are you going to continue streaming?
No, if you're ready to go, I'll probably end the stream right here.
Oh, okay, so let me figure out somebody to raid then.
Okay, and I probably do the same too.
Mm.
If you rate, is it gonna rate both our chat to that person, or is it gonna do it individually?
It should rate it individually.
Okay.
I've got a tough choice. I've got um Mizu Temp or Razor Wind. It's a
Ooh.
rough choice. That's a rough choice. That's a rough choice.
Who'd you rate it to last time?
Um, I don't think I've rated into Mizu in a while.
I would go with Mizu then. If you haven't rated to him in a
Rate into
while.
Yeah, rate into the puddle, the cute puddle.
Mm-hmm.
Ruby wants Razor. Chat. Do,
Okay.
do you want Ruby or Ruby? Ruby's voting for Razor. Does anybody else want Razor or do you want Mizu? I'll let
Well,
you guys vote. I'll give you a
but
second.
Ruby's part of my chat, so if it's gonna do it separately, then I guess you can rate it to Ruby, and I rate it to. I mean, you can rate it to Mizu, and I rate it to Razor if it's gonna do it separately.
We could do that. We could do that. We could spread the love.
Mm-hmm.
We could spread the love.
But I don't even know how to do that myself. This is my first time using the knock feature, so how would I?
Oh, that's easy. Basically just like slash raid, and then since we're both ending stream, you don't really have to like unlock. It's just when we end stream, it'll end.
Okay, slash raid.
So slash raid, boom. All right, everyone. Thank you very much. This is the end of my stream week. I will be back on Thursday, normal time, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. I do Thursdays through Sundays, and yeah, you can find me catting around on socials in between. Always here to be your orange cat girlfriend. So I hope you have a great rest of your week, and thank you for hanging out with me. I've got my friendly neighborhood Spydr-Bro here. He's amazing.
Yeah, thank you,
So
thank you.
please
It
make
was
sure you
fun.
keep checking him out.
Yes, thank you, thank you for the follows. Thank you, everybody. This was fun. I definitely want to do this again.
Mm, mm, Lots of fun.
All right, I'm trying to
Bye
figure out how to
bye.
/ raid is not. It's bringing it up, but it's not bringing up raid for whatever reason.
Slash read space
/ raid space
and
slash.
then their name.
All right, ID space razor or at razor.
Razor Wind VT.
What? Mine is
Whoop.
acting weird. It's not for me. It's not pulling up. Okay, I'll probably have to end the knock feature and then I'll raid out. So let me do that. Leave collaboration. Yes, leave.
Bye bye.
All right, bye
Bye
y'all.
everybody in my chat. Bye bye. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye. All right, let me go back to Twitch. Let me see if mine is still up. Am I still live? Create a dashboard. Stream manager. I think I'm still live. Yeah, still live. All right, so let me go ahead and raid. And I think I don't have anybody on X too, so I don't have to worry about not X. I mean Kick, so I don't have to worry about that. And then Razor, start raid. All right, y'all. I'm sending y'all to Razor Wind. Thank you for coming through. It was fun. I will catch y'all tomorrow with Empire Ava, and I think I'm doing the OG Resident Evil too. So you guys have fun. Thank you again, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.
What about the
And
coin?
let me end stream. Oh.